Bonjour à tous, si vous regardez cette vidéo sur Twitch ou sur YouTube, c'était le Kino, il s'agit de l'épisode numéro 2 de Cathy Rain en version Director's Cut. J'imagine que si on clique sur continue, on continue où on en était. Ok, parfait. Alors, on joue le rôle de Cathy Rain, son nom de famille c'est Rain. C'est très classe, j'aimerais bien l'appeler Rain aussi. Bref, Elkie Rain, ça sonne bien, hein. Elkie Rain. Bref, Cathy qui est étudiante, me semble-t-il, et motarde et qui aime bien la bonne boisson le samedi soir, vient a découvert la veille, on est le lendemain du début du jeu, que son grand-père, Joseph Rain, est mort. Donc elle va à son enterrement et puis sa mort étant un petit peu étrange, elle commence à enquêter dessus et découvre des choses bizarres. Donc, est-ce qu'on peut voir... Tiens, est-ce qu'on peut écouter ça? Incident en 81.
What really happened to you that night, Grandpa?
Lily Myers.
Something was special about that girl. I just know it. I wonder who this cocky person really is, and why he needed Grandpa's help so desperately.
Donc pour l'instant, tout est un petit peu sans dessus dessous, mais c'est normal, je pense.
Charles Wade. I don't know how, but I will talk to you one way or another.
Ok. Je reviens, je vais manger une pastèque. Bonne pastèque. Il s'est coupé des réseaux, il est à bout. Ah bon? Non. Remarque, ça m'étonnerait pas. C'est marrant, c'est fou comme les développeurs, les scénaristes des années 90, quand on critique ce qu'ils faisaient, ont tendance à prendre la mouche. Je comprends, hein, mais le faire publiquement, je sais pas, c'est bizarre. Bon, bref. Peinture de Lily Myers.
Something was special about that girl. I just know it.
Parce qu'il y en a eu plusieurs comme ça. Hein. Ok, est-ce qu'on a autre chose qui pourrait nous rappeler un petit peu ce qu'on a fait? Alors je suis devant certains des objets, hein, je suis désolé, mais on va regarder les objets qu'on a. Donc on a notre carnet, on a un taser, on a un paquet de cigarettes d'ailleurs.
NZ 500 self-defense stun gun.
On va écouter ce
My
qu'il dit.
smoke's about a half a pack. Started when I was 12 and never looked back. Pretty much the only thing keeping me sane.
Ouais, ça sonne bien, hein, Paco, on est d'accord. Hein.
My trusty Zippo. The only thing my deadbeat dad left me. There's a crude inscription, BH, which is a mystery to me.
Ouais, on sait toujours pas encore. Faut qu'on trouve Charles Wade, je me rappelle bien, c'est ça.
It's the brochure that priest gave me at the funeral. The logo stands out, but other than that, it's just the usual church mumbo-jumbo. Washing away your sins, salvation, blah, blah.
On va réécouter les cassettes aussi.
There's also an address at the bottom. You know, if I ever feel like getting my god on. Huh. Good old Satan. Better get his snowmobile ready for that day.
Ok, photo surexposée.
Looks overexposed. I can't make much out. I think I see trees in the background, but most of the picture is just bright white.
Je crois qu'on est
There's
censé...
probably some way to enhance this with Eileen's computer.
Voilà, on était censé le faire à la... Ah oui, on a notre copine Eileen qui maintenant veut nous aider. Donc on va pouvoir faire ça avec son ordi ici. Est-ce qu'il y a un scanner? Il y a un scanner, nickel. Ensuite on a ça.
Grandpa in uniform with two other men. Something is handwritten on the back. Flight training. McConnell Air Force Base, 1941.
Ok, une clé, on sait pas à
It's
quoi
a
elle sert.
small key, fairly modern design. No identifying tag, unfortunately.
Je me demande si ce serait pas pour un coffre dans une banque ou dans une gare.
It's the penny I found in the briefcase. Looks like it was minted the same year I was born. Grandpa and me, we had this game where he would hide pennies around the house and I would go on a treasure hunt. Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary up there.
Ok, donc dans l'épisode d'avant, on a été voir, il y avait le lieu du cimetière, on a été chez notre grand-mère, avec qui on a parlé de notre grand-papa, et on a aussi été chez une dame qui est la mère de Lily. Lily qui s'est noyée à cette époque-là, et c'est lié à l'affaire de notre grand-père, a priori. J'ai l'impression que notre grand-père avait été parlé à la maman de Lily à l'époque. Bref, alors on va réécouter ça aussi.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
Il y a autre chose après, c'est ça?
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too.
On va essayer de trouver.
You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
Ok. On rembobine. Et on va changer de cassette. L'autre est plus courte, si je me rappelle bien. Tac, tac.
The tape Grandpa had
Ah,
on
mais
him.
ta gueule.
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses,
Ah oui.
a blue violet, and
C'est,
2 yellow
c'était
tulips.
la
I've been
réponse.
working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting close to finding the source.
On sait qui est
I have
Sharon,
a
je sais
promising
même
new
plus.
theory. It should be ready for a test soon.
Je sais même plus si on sait qui est Sharon. Ok, alors si je clique là-dessus.
The tape I found in the briefcase, labeled answering machine. It should play fine in Mr. Dicto.
Ok, on va changer.
The tape Grandpa had on him when he was found in 81, labeled investigation.
Ok, good. Alors, on va... qu'est-ce qu'on a? Donc, on a un téléphone, on a un scanner ordinateur et une imprimante. Donc, j'imagine... On va allumer l'ordi déjà.
Oh, what's this? Hi, Kat. Feel free to use my computer while I'm away.
C'est gentil, merci.
My password is Angel Love, without the quotes. If you call my friend Dave at 555-2492, he can set you up with some software. I'll be back in a few hours, super psyched about the investigation. E. P.S. No gum on the keyboard, please. Remember the last time?
Oh,
Oh,
ouais.
please, like she actually uses the space bar. Shit, looks like she forgot to write down the username. Oh well, shouldn't be too hard to guess. Think it's just some combination of her first and last name.
Merci, Avia. Bah, de toute façon, voilà, il nous le met là. Donc, ok. Ok. Bloopy the West. Ok. Pour des raisons de sécurité, les comptes sont bloqués après 4 échecs de connexion. Ah non! Ah non! Un micro.
Floppy disks go in there.
Ah non! Ah non. On peut pas. On peut peut-être sauvegarder avant là. Ouais, mais à mon avis, ça va pas softlock comme ça. Sauvegarde. Ordi. Tac. Et avant, on va peut-être regarder si on trouve pas des indications. Son post-it, elle est où? Post-it, elle est là.
Hi, Kat. Feel free to use my computer while I'm away. My password is Angel Love, without the quotes. If you call my friend Dave at 555-2492, he can set you up with some super that miss.
Angel Love, à tous les coups, c'est un rapport avec ça.
I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever. I think that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all. Oh, wait. That's every romantic comedy ever. That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra.
Ça se passe en quelle
She
année?
tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
Je sais plus exactement. Dans les années 90, je crois. Je sais plus si on peut. Je sais plus si on peut voir ça. Là, il y a Pulp Fiction qui vient de sortir, donc c'est dans les années 90. Cathy, ok.
Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of.
On va appeler le gars déjà. Ce sera fait. Dave le hacker.
Yeah?
Hey, I'm Kathy. Eileen said to call you about some software.
Ellie who?
Eileen. Red hair, glasses, speaks so fast her gums ache.
Oh, right. I thought her name was Errol. Figured it was kind of a weird name for a girl.
You must have a hearing disorder.
You must have a thinking disorder. Burn.
Wow, just wow. So, the software?
Oh, yeah.
Errol.
No, can't. Not really.
I knew she was full of shit.
Nah, I mean, sure, I used to be able to get pirated software, but not anymore. There was this misunderstanding and my network privileges were revoked. Me and Clyde, the campus IT guy, don't really see eye to eye. We used to play bocce together, and let's just say he is one sore loser.
Ok. Pourquoi est-ce que tu essaies pas de te réconcilier avec lui, hein?
Can't you just patch things up with the guy?
No way, he's such an ass. He even thinks TNG is better than the original series.
He thinks the what is better than the what?
I know, right? Can you believe that guy?
Ah, un petit ban pour quelqu'un. Hein. On peut éviter de faire la même chose que la dernière fois. Et ban Miyoka en même temps. Tu peux pas pirater. Merci, Pomme. Tu peux pas pirater quelque chose pour y accéder?
Can't you just hack your way back in somehow? Isn't that what you do?
He blocked the Ethernet port in my room. I don't even have physical access.
Don't you ever leave your room? Use a computer in the library or something. Aren't they connected to the network?
No, there are cameras in there. Clyde is just waiting for me to make a move so he can get me expelled.
You call yourself a hacker? Just use your brain, for Christ's sake. Let's figure this out.
Wow, you're so sassy, Nancy Drew. Well, okay, only an admin account can change the access ports. The only way to even theoretically crack one would be if Clyde logged onto a machine to which we have unrestricted physical access. And... Ooh, I got an idea.
I'm not gonna like this.
Well, what you could do is intentionally crash your PC.
That sounds especially stupid.
Ah, parce que comme ça, il faut
Well, not
l'appeler.
crash it. Just crash it a little, then call Clyde. Clyde will come over to fix it.
Ouais.
If you're lucky, then he'll log onto the network using his admin account. Afterwards, you can use some of my tools to find and crack the password locally.
Worth a shot, I guess. Okay, you can come over and set it up.
No way. I have severe IBS. It just wouldn't work.
IBS? What the hell is that?
You
Alors,
seriously don't want to know.
en anglais.
I'll have my buddy drop off everything you need. It's not rocket science. You do what I ask, and I'll get you some juicy software. Quid pro quo, Clarice.
Whatever, weirdo. We'll see.
Alors, ils ont dit colon irritable, ce qui est une bonne traduction, mais IBS en anglais, c'est Irritable Bowel Syndrome. Le syndrome des intestins irritables, du côlon irritable. Le ban rapide du canal, ça fait plus de place pour les gens sérieux. Oui, c'est clair. Il faudrait mode Miyoka. Oh bah oui, elle l'est plus parce qu'elle a été ban en fait. Ok, je vais le faire. Tu as raison. Pouf, c'est fait. Merci Jimlao. Vu qu'on l'avait ban, on avait pas remis on l'avait pas remis en modo. On pourrait appeler Clyde, on n'a pas son... Clive, on n'a pas son numéro. Je vais me citer une... Rien, ok. On n'a pas le numéro de Clive. Bon, puis il faudrait pouvoir rentrer dans l'ordre dit aussi. The fuck. Ok, je pense qu'elle a les liens directement. Enveloppe. Oh, une disquette.
There was a floppy disk in there with a note taped to the back. It's labeled boot. 1. Boot your computer using the blue floppy. 2. Use the corrupt MBR utility to crash the file system of the computer. Take the floppy out and reboot. 3. Call Clyde at 555-8181. Tell him your computer crashed and give him the error code on the screen. He'll come over and have a look. It shouldn't take too long for him to fix. 4. Now comes the crucial part. You need to somehow make him log on with his admin account. 5. Reboot and retrieve the admin credentials using the blue floppy. 6. Reboot and log on using Clyde's admin account. 7. Look for some kind of tool to remotely open my Ethernet port. Dorm B, room 8. That's it. And remember, if you mess up somewhere, just call Clyde, and he'll have to take care of it. It's his job after all.
Ok, c'est Haïti quoi. Waouh. Ok, on n'a pas toujours pas le, enfin, on connaît pas le mot de passe d'ailleurs. Ce qui m'énerve un peu. Sur le calendrier peut-être. Ah oui, on avait dit.
Eileen's
Errol.
schedule. There's a note for today. Help Kathy get in touch with Dave. Honestly, she can...
Ok. Bon, on va réessayer. Le mot de passe on l'a, ouais, c'est le nom d'utilisateur qu'on n'a pas. C'est le nom d'utilisateur, mais je vais essayer ça. Errol et Ange d'amour. Ouais, nom d'utilisateur incorrect. Si on essaye à la disquette maintenant.
1. Boot your computer. 2, 3,
ta
4,
gueule,
5,
ta gueule.
6, 7. That's it.
Ah, il a récupéré. Ah ouais, il faut vraiment... Ok. Il veut pas... Peut-être qu'elle reste sortie, peut-être. Ok. Oh là là, yes. Trop bien. Ah, corrompre MBA disque dur. Ouais, mais est-ce qu'il faudrait pas que je me connecte déjà avant? Waouh, 8 megs de RAM, ouais, ça fait beaucoup. Hein. Ouais, on n'a pas son, je sais. Bon. Non, on va réessayer. Parce que de toute façon, je pense qu'on devrait pouvoir. On va essayer. À tous les coups, ça va. Elle a dit que c'était une combinaison. Ah, attendez.
Hi, Kat. Feel free to... My password is Angel. If you call my friend Super Psyched. That missing username is a bit annoying, but I think I can guess it based off her names.
Elle a dû servir de son vrai nom. On peut essayer Eileen alors. Tout simplement. Avec une majuscule. Non. Mais Mélie, que je lise quoi?
Hi, Kat. My password is... If you call my friend Dave, Super Psyched. That missing username is a bit annoying, but I think I can guess it based off her names.
Names. On n'a pas son nom de famille en fait. Faudrait qu'on connaisse son nom de famille. De quoi, Avia? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Je comprends rien, Avia. J'ai obligé que j'ai vu ce jeu, peut-être même fait. Ah d'accord, ok, oui, non, effectivement, de rien. Je sais pas moi si je dois louper un truc, oui d'accord, un truc stupide qui doit être ultra évident. Est-ce qu'on a... Résistance des... Ouais, dans la chambre de la CTU. Peut-être qu'elle donne son nom?
Not that I don't love the sound...
Ok. Clyde. Peut-être qu'on appellera Clive, peut-être qu'elle va nous dire Madame Machin. Valise, peut-être marqué sur la valise.
Eileen's girly suitcase.
Yeah!
There's a sticker on it with her full name. Eileen Mildred Summers.
Peut-être E. Summers. Eileen. Mildred. Summers. Peut-être que ça reset quand on... EM... Peut-être EM Summers. Ça peut être Eileen.m.Summers, ça peut être plein de trucs. Ok. Summers. Yes! Wouh! Ok. Tiens, on peut... Oui, bonjour, bonjour, oui, bonjour. Ok. Scanner vide, ok. Bah sinon on va redémarrer le truc maintenant. Il y a une empreinte de pouce là, je déteste. Mais avant, je voulais faire un truc. Ah oui, scanner ça. De toute façon, il va falloir, vu qu'il va falloir qu'ils nous fournissent des outils et tout. Merde, scanner. Là. Tac. Bzz, bzz. Voilà. Pas là. On peut pas l'ouvrir. Ah. On peut pas l'ouvrir, apparemment. Ok. On l'a toujours là, juste au cas où. Ah, on l'a plus du coup. Ah bah si, puisqu'elle est dans le scanner. Ok. Cool. Ok, bon bah on va devoir crash le bordel alors. Merde, je récupère ma... Voilà. Ok, alors. Il a dit... Booter sur la disquette. Tac. Corrompre les disquettes dures, yes. Corrompu. Ok, on récupère la disquette. Et... on rallume. La 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 la. Ah, ça marche pas. Vite, il faut appeler...
Alright, time for some expert help.
Il faut alors... On va relire.
1. Boot York 2.
Ok.
Use the 3.
Ok.
Call Clyde at 555-8181. Tell him your computer crashed and give him the error code on the screen.
Faut noter le code
He'll
d'erreur.
come over at 4. Now comes the crucial part. You need to somehow make him log on with his admin account. 5.
Yeah.
Reboot and retrieve the admin credentials
Ouais, on
using
sait
the
faire.
booth 6. Reboot and log on using Clyde's admin account.
Ok.
7. Look for some kind of tool to remotely open my Ethernet port.
Pas de
Dorm B, room 8. That's it. And remember, if you mess up somewhere, just call Clyde, and he'll have to take care of it. It's his job, after all.
Ok. L'erreur, le code d'erreur, c'est 0x84. Au cas où il demande au téléphone. Tac. Téléphone. C'est Clive ou Clyde? Clyde. Allô Clyde. Au secours, aide-moi. Je suis une jeune fille en détresse.
IT, this is Clyde speaking. How can I help you?
Mon ordinateur, il est en panne.
Hi, I need you to come and fix my roommate's computer.
What seems to be the problem?
It won't start up. There's some kind of system
Have you
failure
tried to
with an error code on the screen.
Turn it off and on.
Probably a hard drive failure. Which room are you in?
Dorm A, room 5.
I'll be there in a few minutes.
Thanks.
C'est trop gentil. C'est trop gentil. Il est gentil, Clyde.
Hey, Clyde from IT.
Hi, come in.
Aussi efficace que Orange, grave.
My, oh my,
Ah,
now how
n'empêche,
did
j'ai eu
this happen?
mon nouveau
I
modem en
have
moins de
no
24 heures.
idea.
Hein.
It was like this when I started it up this morning.
Let's have a look.
T'es une passion quand t'es petit ces jeux-là? Ça l'est plus? Moi ça l'est toujours.
And presto, good as new.
That's perfect. Could you try logging on real quick just to make sure it works?
You go ahead, I'll wait.
Non, you. Alors il faut peut-être le faire se foirer. Faut peut-être se foirer. Juste pour qu'il se log avec son mot de passe admin. Donc on va faire genre là. Ah ça marche pas. Ah ça marche pas. Ah ça marche pas. Oh le compte est verrouillé.
Oh, now look what I did.
For crying out loud. Let me try to log in with my account.
Oh. Coucou Tanner.
Okay, everything seems to be in order. I've unlocked your account. Please, try not to break anything else.
Oh, I'll try.
Merci. Yes. Young
Phase
est dans
1
le jeu là.
complete.
Aujourd'hui tu joues plus qu'à Call of Fortnite comme Avia quoi. Ça va bien Tanner. J'ai un coup de soleil dans la nuque, sur la nuque. On a fait barbecue aujourd'hui. Et j'aurais dû tourner ma casquette. Ok, donc maintenant on va éteindre. On met la disquette. On reboot. Longtemps que tu t'es pas relancé dans un point and click. Ouais, je peux comprendre. On a plus le temps de nos jours. Extra mot de passe. Utilisateur admin. Mot de passe gadget. Putain, alors, je te jure, l'IT quoi. Mais lol. C'est quoi ce mot de passe? Gadget. Et sans caps. Ok. T'as Thimbleweed Park à faire? Bah faut le faire, en plus il est trop bien. Il faut que tu fasses aussi le... Il y a une autre... Il y a une suite... Enfin une suite. Il y a un spin-off on va dire. Avec un des personnages qui est gratos sur Steam. Pas que sur Steam d'ailleurs. Ok, alors ensuite. Ange d'amour. Okay. Bien. Il a dit qu'il fallait faire quoi après? Ah non, faut se connecter avec le... Merde, pardon. Tant pour moi, faut que je me connecte avec le mot de passe admin. Ok. Donc... admin. Gadget. Bienvenue Clyde. Ensuite, il faut aller voir là-dedans. Et bâtiment B, room 8. Désactivé.
All right, that should do it.
Ok. C'est tout? Ok, on va éteindre. On va sortir et on va le rappeler. Et chez Wadjet Eyes. Ouais, Wadjet Eyes, il y en a plein que je veux faire. Il y en a qui ont des fan trades d'ailleurs que je pense que je vais essayer de faire cette année. Parce que Wadjet Eyes, c'est vrai que c'est vraiment de la bonne cam hein, niveau point and click, il n'y a pas photo. Donc je pense que je vais en faire quelques-uns. Allez Dave.
Yeah.
Guess what?
You got it? Hang on. Oh man, I could kiss you! Figuratively, that is.
Merci.
I am so gonna get back at Clyde now. What are those admin credentials, by the way?
Not telling, buddy. Saving those for a rainy day.
Huh. I suppose this nice floppy I've prepared for you stays in my room then.
Sure, then I'll just have to log back on and click that pretty little lock icon again.
Now this is just emotional blackmail.
Quid pro quo, Dave.
Fine. I'll have it dropped off at your room. God damn, you're like a she-Clyde. A Clydette.
Huh. That is the worst insult I've ever heard. Later, Dave.
Ok, tiens, est-ce qu'on rappelle Clyde? Pour lui demander à propos de Dave, il y avait un choix tout à l'heure qu'on n'a pas fait.
IT, this is Clyde speaking. How can I help you?
So, I hear you and Dave had some kind of fight?
That's really none of your business.
C'est tout?
So,
That's...
Ok.
Never mind.
Suit yourself.
Ah ouais. Donc là, on va avoir une autre disquette sous la porte. Pardon. Ok. Ok.
There was a floppy disk inside. It's labeled Tools.
Ok. J'imagine qu'il faut pas booter dessus, mais bon. Ok. Alors. Summers. Et. Ok. Alors, outils. Analyseur d'image. Ok. Merci. Ah oui, je défausse le fichier analysé. Sur le truc peut-être. Ok. Oh là là. Trop bien. Ok. Ok. Tête. On dirait une espèce de graffiti. Waouh. What the fuck? Pas du tout en fait. Oh, c'est une bagnole ça. Ça sert à rien de... Non, ça sert à rien. Ok, là on est bon. Putain, mais ça peut être n'importe quoi. Ok. Non, c'est bon. Mon Dieu.
What the
Ah!
hell is that? Ball lightning? I'll print the whole picture for now, but
Ooh.
there's probably more to find.
Ouais, bah attends, j'ai pas fini. Il y avait un bouton qu'on n'a pas fait. Ça là. Chèque d'analyse des schémas. Veuillez restreindre la zone de recherche. Ok, genre là. C'est quoi ça? Schéma détecté, ok.
Unusual flower over there, though. Never seen anything like it. Maybe worth printing?
Ouais, grave. Est-ce qu'on peut cliquer and drag? Non, on peut pas, ok. Coucou Foxeco! Comment ça va? J'aime bien cette mécanique, j'espère qu'ils vont refaire. Donc c'est là. Schéma. Ça fait un triangle. Signaler la luminosité forme un triangle équilatéral incliné.
That shape has to be significant somehow.
J'avoue.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all there is to find in this picture. I don't want to print that part of the image.
Ah ok. Peut-être une ancienne voiture. Ah, c'était pas du tout une voiture en fait. C'est pas qu'on aurait dit quand même. Analyseur de... Tiens, VoiceForge là. On peut peut-être... D'ailleurs, on peut peut-être faire ça là.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep.
You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
Ok, cool. En week-end, toujours bien. Ah ouais. Je peux comprendre. J'avoue, je suis d'accord. On peut peut-être faire l'autre aussi pour voir.
I did that already.
Ah non, ok. Bon, bah je laisse celle-là alors. Ok, d'accord. Donc on met ça là comme ça.
Okay, Erica Wade, let's see if we can't motivate you to hear me out.
Ah oui, bah alors Erica Wade, c'est la nana qui refuse de nous laisser voir Charles Wade ou parler de Charles Wade en tout cas. 5 voix différentes détectées divisées en sections, ok. Oh, en plus il y a du speech to text, ok. Après, bien bip, chez laissez les messages, Rain à vous. Ok, c'est pas ce qui nous intéresse.
You've reached
C'est là.
residence.
On peut
Leave a
pas.
message after the beep.
Ça, on s'en fout de ça. Ah oui, d'accord, ok. Bien. Aîné appelle au bébé. Bientôt bonheur, bonjour, bref. Ça c'est Charles, comment de cette dites, donnez enfin Erika et garçon, haha. Heureusement, il juge, j'espère, Joseph. Qu'a-t-il à lui me met, madame, moi naissance, nous. Bref, ok, allez.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn.
Ah,
It's a
ok.
boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking
Huh.
maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best.
Ok, alors il va
Bye.
falloir faire un message pour destiné à Erika pour que elle pense que Charles lui a dit de nous inviter. C'est ça. On peut dire bonjour Erika. Bonjour Erika. C'est Charles. Cathy va venir vous rendre visite, y a pas ça? Venir. Va vous rendre visite. Est-ce qu'il n'y a pas genre accueillez-la ou quelque chose? Juste comme ça là. Bonjour Erika, c'est Charles. Cathy va venir vous rendre visite. Non, il faut autre chose. Dites-lui tout ce qu'elle veut. Non, c'est pas dites. Dis, puisqu'ils se connaissent, forcément. Dis-lui. Ce qu'elle veut.
I don't think I need to mention visits just yet. Making Erica agree to have a civil conversation should be enough for now.
D'accord. Donc on va... Est-ce qu'on peut effacer c'est Cathy va vous appeler. Vous appeler. Ou il n'y a pas appelé, il y a appel. Devrait vous appeler. Devrait. Il n'y a pas. Ok. Téléphoner. Ah, on peut faire ça comme ça. Bonjour Erika, c'est Charles. Si... Il n'y a pas si. Merde, il n'y a pas si. Si Cathy appelle... c'est par ordre alphabétique, hein, donc... Bref, je suis ton père. Ça serait pas mal, ça. Ok, Cathy. Ah putain, si Cathy appelle. Non, on n'a pas de si. Non. Cathy appelle. Cathy appelle. Mais merde, ça, je bloque sur le... Cathy va appeler. Cathy appelle la résidence. On peut dire ça. Cathy appelle. Attends, on va essayer juste comme ça. Cathy appelle. Dis lui ce qu'elle veut. Ça?
I should probably ask Erica to do something specific for Kathy Rain.
Merde. Putain. C'est Charles. On n'a pas de points. Cathy. Ah, ça. Ah, ok, d'accord. Il faut faut le tourner différemment. Dis ce qu'elle veut à Kathy Rain. Dis. Y'a pas s'il te plaît là. Dis ce qu'elle veut à Kathy Rain. Ça marche ça?
I should probably ask Erica to do something specific for Kathy Rain.
Bonjour Erika, c'est Charles. Dis ce qu'elle veut à Kathy Rain. Ok. Donne information, y a pas... Pas d'information. Réponds. Bonjour Erika, c'est Charles. Un truc plus perso, genre yo ma poulette ça recoule là. On n'a pas d'information. Ensemble. Voudriez-vous donner de mes nouvelles à Kathy Rain?
I should probably ask Erica to do something specific for Kathy Rain.
Mais merde! Je déteste ce genre de puzzle, on avait le même je crois sur... Je sais plus si c'était pas sur Gabriel Knight. Ah je sais plus, mais c'est tellement... Je pensais qu'il allait peut-être être gentil le jeu, mais là il faut trouver exactement ce qu'il veut quoi. De quoi on a besoin de Charles? On a besoin de... Son année de naissance? Non. On a besoin de savoir où il est. Donc c'est Charles qui demande à Erika de dire... Je vais avoir 30K, 30 000 pour mon message perso. Alors bonjour Erika. Moi je sais... Putain. On n'a pas parlé. Franchement, la phrase que j'avais, elle était bien. Je t'emmerde le jeu. Est-ce qu'on peut dire... Ah, on peut peut-être lui dire d'appeler Erika en fait. C'est Charles. Appelle Erika. Appelle Erika Rain.
I should probably ask.
Et donne lui de mes nouvelles.
I should probably ask Erica to do something specific for Kathy Rain.
Bonjour Erika, c'est Charles. Appelle... Ah merde. Ah mais non, appelle Kathy Rain, je suis con. Appelle Kathy Rain et donne-lui de mes nouvelles.
Almost. Just a few more tweaks.
Ah, merci.
That should work.
Bonjour Erika, c'est ton père. Appelle Kathy Rain et donne-lui ce qu'elle veut. Au revoir. Oh, c'est bien, le jeu est gentil. Normalisation des schémas vocaux. Schémas vocaux normalisés. Traitement terminé. Nouvelle partie ajoutée à la fin.
I'll just reuse the same tape and place the modified message at the end.
Ok.
Hello, Erica. It's your father. Call Kathy Rain and give her what she wants. Bye.
All right, the forged message should now be at the end of the original tape.
Ok, c'est bon, on est bon. Nom de Dieu. Ok, on a récupéré la disquette en fait. Ah ouais. Bien, maintenant on appelle. Mini merci Avia. On appelle la résidence des Wade. La résidence des Wade. Ah mais non, il faut peut-être que... Ah oui, si.
You've reached Erica Wade. Leave a message after the beep.
Ok, là on fait ça.
Hello, Erica. It's your father. Call Kathy Rain and give her what she wants. Bye.
Pourquoi elle rappelle?
You've reached Erica Wade. Leave a message after the beep.
Hi, Erica. This is Kathy Rain.
Ah,
I
direct
spoke to
après?
your father. He asked me to get in touch with you and said he would call ahead. You can reach me at 555-8352. Bye.
C'est un peu louche si elle laisse un message genre la seconde d'après, quoi.
Your move, Erica.
C'est grave louche, même. Merci. Ouh.
Oh, hello there, Mildred.
Hi yourself, Agatha.
What? How'd you... Oh, never mind.
Cathy Agatha.
I know your social security number too.
Oh, God. Soon you'll start stealing my clothes and then walk around in them pretending to be me.
Who says I haven't done that already?
Okay, I admit that's pretty funny.
Pas possible.
So anyway, how did things go with Dave?
Pretty good. I had to sabotage your computer.
You had to what?
Oh, chill outy. It was just a tiny little thing. I just needed an excuse for the IT guy to come by so I could steal his password.
Clyde? But he's so nice. Why'd you want to steal his password?
It's a long story.
C'est vrai qu'il est gentil,
And
Clyde.
then I used Mr. Wade's synthesized voice to craft this fake message, which I left on her answering machine.
Now that's some out-of-the-box thinking.
Yep, just might be silly enough to work.
Yeah. Anyhow, feel free to keep using my computer. I need to do some homework anyway.
Sounds good. I'm sure I found everything in the picture of those lights, but I have a nagging feeling that they're connected to something I found yesterday.
Ok, qu'est-ce qu'on fait maintenant? On va lui parler.
Hey, E, got a sec?
Sure thing, Kathy. What's up?
Sup?
Any ideas about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
Beats me. Maybe he found what he was looking for. Or it found him.
Did you just quote a tagline from one of those cheesy horror novels?
Maybe.
Lily?
I wonder what was so special about Lily Myers. Well, besides her being a talented artist who drowned herself in a lake.
I bet there's some secret about her art. Let's hope Charles Wade has some answers.
Ok. Coquille.
What do you think of this cocky person?
Well, the nickname makes me think of, you know, boy parts.
And you call yourself a Christian?
Alors, cock, effectivement, c'est un pénis en anglais. Mais cocky, c'est aussi quelqu'un qui crâne. Hein, c'est un crâneur. Hein. Charles Wade?
So, what's your take on this Charles Wade?
I'm not sure. He sounded like a super nice guy on that tape, but media says that he's a ruthless businessman.
The tape is over 2 decades old. Maybe he's changed.
Either that or he is very different in his private life. Hard to know without actually seeing him.
Ok.
What do you think of Lily Myers' art?
I actually looked her up this morning, and I couldn't find any records of her being recognized as an artist.
Yeah,
C'est une gamine.
I doubt there was ever a chance for that to happen. Wade bought everything
Ah oui, c'est
shortly
vrai,
after
il
she
a acheté
died.
tout. Ok.
I only got a chance to see this one picture. Wasn't all that bad, but nothing breathtaking.
Well, maybe there's more to her art than meets the eye. Something Wade knew, and we're missing.
Yeah, maybe.
Je me demande s'il y a des extraterrestres impliqués là dans l'histoire. Alors, vu les trois lumières. Hein. Photo surexposée. On n'a pas imprimé la photo? On a oublié de la prendre.
I should get back to the investigation.
Okie dokie.
Je te baie.
I'll just get rid of the original picture now, since I have the restored version anyway. Strange. Now that I look at them, the lights remind me of something I picked up yesterday.
On en a bien deux là. Yes.
A printed picture of the strange smoky lights. It appears to have been taken somewhere in Conwell Woods. Now that I look at them, they remind me of something I picked up yesterday.
Okay.
It's a bright red flower of some kind. Could be a long shot, but I've never seen a flower like that. Maybe finding out more about
Faudrait
where
parler
it
à
grows
Eileen,
could narrow
peut-être.
down where the picture was taken.
Ok. Un truc qu'elle a trouvé hier. Ça! La brochure de l'église.
Wow, the church logo looks pretty similar to the smoky lights. I might have to visit them after all.
Cool.
Hey, E, come check this out.
Wow, they're hypnotic. Looks like a will-o'-the-wisp. You know, the spirit of the forest.
Now, that's just silly, Eileen. There has to be a more reasonable explanation for them.
Hey, there's nothing silly about forest spirits. You should talk to Meadow, my Wiccan friend. She's really opened my eyes about these sort of things.
Les chrétiens sont pas censés considérer les gens comme elle des horribles païens.
Isn't it your Christian duty to consider people like her to be heathens?
Oh, I doubt she could ever be more of a heathen than you are.
Huh.
Bam.
I guess you've got a point.
Ok.
So, anyway, is there anything I can do to help?
Peut-être.
Well, my side of the room is starting to get a bit messy. There's always that.
I meant with the investigation, silly.
I guess you could try to find out more about these lights. Maybe figure out where that picture was taken.
La
I know
fleur.
exactly where to start.
Good. I'm gonna get some food now before I pass out.
Okie dokie, I'll grab my books and get cracking.
All right, see you in a bit.
Non, non, parce que je voulais encore lui parler. Non, non. Ok.
Hey,
Hey!
Ah, c'est histoire de lui laisser le temps en fait. Il y a un bouquin aussi par
so,
terre.
any progress with the search?
Yeah, I was able to identify that flower. It's called the red scythe, or Rosea falcus. I discovered that there was a small nature reserve near Conwell Springs, which was established in '89. The red scythe is on their list of endangered plants. I made a photocopy of the botany book page in case you want it later.
That's something. I should go check it out. Maybe I can narrow down the place where that picture was taken.
My thoughts exactly. Here you go. The nature reserve is marked out on this map.
Jeez, you've been busy.
Thank you.
Well, you know, beats homework.
Elle a changé de voix, non?
Amen to that. And, good work, Eileen.
Happy to help. So what...
Oh, hang on. I'll go get
C'était
that.
rapide, hein.
Okie dokie.
Ah, ça doit être Erika. Ça enchaîne, hein. Oui, bah prends le
Hello?
téléphone.
This is Erica Wade calling for Kathy Rain.
Speaking.
Miss Rain, this is terribly awkward. I realize now how rude I was before. I wanted to apologize and ask if there is anything I can do.
En rajouter, non, allez.
Apology accepted. You can start by answering a few questions.
Very well.
Alors, bah Charles Wade.
What can you tell
Direct.
me about Mr. Wade?
My father is a great man. He has so many ideas, so much left to realize, which makes it hurt so much more to see him like this.
See him like what?
The illness and everything, of course.
Right. Yeah, it must be hard.
Oh, yes, indeed. I wish he wouldn't be so stubborn with his treatment. He could go to any state-of-the-art hospital, but insists on being treated in that backwater clinic in Conwell Springs.
The community clinic in the middle of town?
Yes, it's like he's given up and is just waiting for the inevitable to happen.
Coucou Marc. Ok, cocky.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky? It may be an Air Force call sign.
I can't say that I do. Father had many friends in the Air Force, but no one I can recall by that name.
En tout cas, ça va bien Marc. En tout cas, on sait où partir, où commencer.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather that night in '81?
Not really, no. But what I do know is how it destroyed Father.
It did?
Oh, yes. The two of them were great friends once, and when Joseph was hurt, they hadn't been talking for some time. Father always hoped they would be able to reconnect one day. He kept putting it off, believing they had time. But in the end, it never happened.
So, what were things like back when they were still good friends?
Oh, they were like peas in a pod. Always sharing their war stories and laughing together. In a way, Joseph became the uncle I never had. He was around a lot when Father went out on business trips. Later on, I even met you a few times, when you were just a baby.
I don't remember any of that.
Oh, no matter, you were so little then.
Erica, I have to ask. Why were you so defensive on the phone earlier when I tried to reach out?
Oh, I don't know, Kathy. Our families haven't been in touch for a long time.
I don't remember exactly when it happened, but we all started drifting apart. My guess is that it had to do with Father's growing wealth. Friendship needs common ground, and we started living in different worlds. What happened to your grandfather was the final nail in the coffin. Father just couldn't bear seeing him like that, neither alive nor dead.
Crevé, mais ça va, toi, vous... Bah ça va. Bien. C'est pour bientôt la fibre, c'est lundi, c'est ça? C'est cool. Oh tiens Marc, j'ai... Enfin, on a fini de regarder la première partie là, de Stranger Things. Je sais qu'il y a la nouvelle qui est sortie là, hier, je crois. Eh ben ouais, bien cette saison. Franchement, je préfère... Alors c'est bizarre parce que Elkinet elle préférait la saison d'avant. Mais moi je préfère celle-là. Je trouve qu'il y a plus de choses. C'est plus... Il y a plus de contenu en fait. Il se passe plus de choses plus intéressantes. Mais c'est peut-être aussi parce que JDR quoi. Je sais pas. Ouais. Running up that hill. Mais alors, ouais, franchement, Kate Bush, elle a toujours roxé. Je sais pas pourquoi les gens disent qu'elle ressort, enfin que ça redevient à la mode, je sais pas trop quoi à cause de ça. Pour moi, je sais pas, j'ai toujours entendu fréquemment cette chanson-là, mais bon. Bref, allez, on continue. Lily Myers.
What do you know about Lily Myers?
She was a young artist who lived somewhere in Conwell Springs. Killed herself, if I recall correctly. Dreadful thing. But other than that, not much. We never knew the family.
Bien ce mute, ok. D'accord. Qu'est-ce que j'ai rien fait, Avia. C'était qu'elle a jamais arrêté de faire la musique si elle prenait son temps entre chez calme. Bah ouais. Ouais, non, je sais pas. C'était bizarre les trucs que j'ai entendus. Genre, ça fait un comeback. Ah bon? Pour moi, bon, je sais pas. Et puis ouais, j'ai entendu Kate Bush un petit peu dans différentes occasions, je sais pas, c'est bizarre. Après, Elkinet adore Kate Bush aussi, moi aussi, donc... That's your Lily Myers.
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Oh, that little girl had a twisted mind, let me tell you that. Oh, my father used to have a few pieces of hers in his collection. Horrible things. I couldn't understand why he ever decided to procure them in the first place.
You say used to have. Did he get rid of the paintings?
Oh, either that or he put them in storage somewhere. I haven't seen them for years. I never bothered to ask him why. Glad to be rid of them, quite frankly.
Ok. Mais pour moi, oui, meilleure saison avec les deux premières. Ouais. Je suis plutôt d'accord. Dans la découverte de Kate Bush à David Gilmour. Ça, je savais pas ça. Église de la Sainte Trinité.
Do you know anything about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
It's the one and only church in Conwell Springs. I was baptized there, and I married my husband there.
Anything out of the ordinary about them?
Oh, not really. They seem like a typical church to me.
Est-ce qu'on peut... Non, on peut pas lui demander après ça. Ok.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Very well. Feel free to call back if you have any more questions.
No problem.
All right. Wade is in Conwell Springs. He's being treated in the clinic.
Ok, donc on a plusieurs endroits où on peut aller là en fait. C'est cool.
That was Erica Wade. Her father is being treated at the clinic in Conwell Springs.
Being treated? He's sick?
Looks that way. Small miracle they managed to keep it out of the press.
Yeah, I suppose you're returning to talk to him?
It'll have to be tomorrow. It's quite late for that now.
Ah.
I suppose. Scrabble?
Oh, you're so on. I will crush you.
Scrabble Babble. Okay.
You're off your game today. Is everything all right?
Oh, shut up. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Oh, up late, thinking about your grandpa and everything?
Not just that, I keep having this bad dream. Well, it's not exactly a dream, it's something that actually happened.
Oh? What is it?
I'm not sure I should tell you.
You can trust me. Whatever it is, I promise I won't judge.
Well, it's your funeral. So, I used to be 16 and also pregnant.
Voilà. Aline, t'as fait un AVC. Et il a produit ses 2 premiers albums en 78. Kate Bush qui a influencé un nombre impressionnant d'artistes. Ensuite a commencé par Björk. Ouais, non, franchement, moi j'ai toujours kiffé Kate Bush. Ok, allez. T'as fait un AVC? Merde,
Did you
j'étais
have an
cassé.
aneurysm just now, E?
Please go on.
Well, seeing as how I don't actually have a 5-year-old, you can probably
Ouais,
put
doit être
2 and 2
anti-
together.
Avortement, évidemment.
You had an abortion.
Sure did. Major pain in the ass too, but hey, couldn't let that pregnancy go untreated.
I'm glad you're telling me, but I really wish you hadn't done that, Kathy. Who was the, the...
Le donneur, tu connais pas. Mec qui m'a mis en cloque, quelqu'un qui m'aurait laissé élever un gamin tout seul. Je sais pas comment il s'appelle, mais je devrais pouvoir reconnaître sa, sa queue. Le donneur.
The donor? You wouldn't know him. The 2 of us would have made terrible parents, though.
I respect your decision, but you know how I feel about this. That guy up there, he's pro-life. And I'm with him.
I get that. I gotta say, you're being really cool about this, E. I was expecting you to clutch your cross, flip the table, and storm off or something.
I'm not a walking stereotype, you know.
Says the red-headed nerd with the glasses.
Ha ha. But Kathy, if you keep having that nightmare, perhaps you should talk to somebody about it.
C'est ce que je fais.
Maybe. But I doubt obsessing over it is very healthy either. Your turn, E.
Oh, fine. Oh, I play apricot, orange. Yay, bingo. 67 points.
Oh, les deux d'un
Well,
coup.
ain't that fucking peachy.
At least it's not sour grapes.
Touché.
Cette nuit, Cathy rêve. Je disparais.
A tainted one approaches. Is it time? Yes, a fire that burns so bright. It is almost unbearable to see. Indeed. It seems the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Shall we sculpt some flesh friends, then? Very well. I will attend to the threshold.
Oh, ok, elle a des rêves bizarres, la dame. 27 septembre 95, voilà, Jim Lao, 95. 3e jour. Et coucou Aaron.
Good morning, sunshine.
Please tell me I dreamt all those Scrabble losses last night.
3 times in a row.
Rub it in, why don't you? I'll just go strangle myself now.
Oh, you. Don't be a sore loser. So what's the plan today?
Mr. Wade is the plan. I'll head for the clinic right away. While I'm at it, I'm gonna check out the church and the nature reserve.
Okie dokie. What can I do to help?
Why don't you continue looking into the lights? I have a feeling they're the key to solving all of this. You could also look up the history of Conwell Springs in general, see if anything unusual has been going on.
I'll get right on it.
Great. Thanks, E.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to check out the page I gave you about the red scythe. It's a pretty interesting flower.
Right. Yeah.
Ok. Pouf. T'es en retard, Aaron, c'est pas bien. T'as cité le dernier épisode en date de The Boys? Non, j'ai pas commencé la nouvelle saison, Marc. Encore. Tu te refais The Expanse, toi. Très bonne série, The Expanse, c'est clair. Quand on arrive à s'accrocher sur la première saison. Je regarde Fort Boyard, les tigres en 3D sont nuls. Il y a les tigres en 3D maintenant dans Fort Boyard, mon dieu. Et la fin de l'art de Vance télé, les prochains tigres de Fort Boyard seront bonhomme bateau. Tu vas kiffer grave cette nouvelle saison. Ok, ouais, bah j'ai trop de trucs à regarder en fait, donc j'attends de finir 2-3 séries là que je suis en train de faire. Et puis j'ai à peine le temps de regarder un épisode par jour. Non, mais bon. En ce moment, je suis sur la suite de The Orville, la saison 2 là, qui est sortie il n'y a pas longtemps. Je suis sur Miss Marvel. Il y a Flash et Superman qui viennent de se terminer là, donc je vais avoir un peu plus de temps. Et puis je regarde H, j'avais jamais vu H. Je kiffe, c'est tellement con, j'adore. Bref, ok. Alors on a ça, on va regarder ça, tiens.
It's a photocopy of a book page with information about the red scythe flower. Here's an interesting segment. Another interesting trait of the red scythe is the smell, which is familiar to that of a pepper. The pollen of the plant has also been known to cause hallucinations in concentrated amounts. Native American tribes harvested and smoked the plant for that reason, but the flower never caught on as a modern recreational drug due to the difficulty of growing it.
Ok. Ah, c'est la saison 3, ouais, peut-être, ouais, c'est la dernière en tout cas. H avec Jamel, ouais, c'est ça, Jamel, et puis Eric et Ramsey. Je sais pas où j'ai mis mon téléphone. 2 secondes, je reviens. Désolé. Ok. Bingo. Non, bingo. Ah ouais, c'est complètement débile, mais c'est très drôle. Ah oui, j'avais jamais vu, donc je suis assez content. Le seul truc je suis assez content de découvrir ça. Le seul truc que j'aime pas dans la série, c'est les rires en boîte. C'était l'époque pour ça. Et non. Ça m'agace toujours autant, ce genre de truc. Ok. Est-ce qu'on lui reparle? Oui, alors attendez.
Here's an interesting segment. Another interesting trait of the red scythe is the smell, which is the pollen of the plant has also been known to cause Native American tribes harvested and smoked the plant for that reason. But the
Ok. Ça. Voilà. Lac, forêt, réserve naturelle, sommet. Est-ce que je clique dessus? J'espère que ça va pas me...
That looks like the town area itself. Conwell Lake, where Lily Myers met her demise.
Okay.
Conwell Woods. What were you doing out there, Grandpa? A prominent cliff top near the highway. Likely the most popular tourist spot in the area. It's the nature reserve, where the smoky lights were photographed.
Okay.
One of the oldest Air Force bases in the US. Grandpa was stationed there during the war.
Ah, et un croissant de lune marron, c'est bizarre. Il date de 2016 le jeu. Il date de... C'est le directeur Scott qui date de 2016. L'original, il date de... Ah oui, non, 2016, pardon. Ouais. Directeur Scott, autant pour moi. Et 2021 pour le directeur Scott. Ouais, c'est un jeu assez récent. Ouais. Ok, autre chose. Ça non. On va aller recauser, voir si jamais on oublie les trucs.
Hey, E, got a sec?
Sure thing, Kathy. What's up?
Tiens.
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like an okay bunch to me. Just your regular old Christians. My kind of crowd.
That's just it. They seem a bit too normal. And there's that logo, too.
It could just be a coincidence, Kathy. The Holy Trinity is typically portrayed as a triangle.
I don't believe in coincidences, E. I believe in action and reaction.
Gee, you sound like a starship captain. Captain Rain of the USS Dignity, here to save the galaxy.
Oh, please, kill me now.
Ok.
I should get back to the investigation.
Okidoki.
Bien fait ça ressemble vraiment à un point and click de l'époque, mais bien fait. Ouais, ouais. Et l'original de 2016 est en 4 tiers. Il y a pas de, il y a des barres noires, quoi. Et le directeur Scott, ils l'ont refait justement pour éviter les barres noires. Alors non, un truc en fait on devrait lui montrer, c'est ça.
So what am I supposed to do with this?
I don't know. I thought it might help you find the place where that picture was taken.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Est-ce qu'on peut lui montrer autre chose, ça?
I don't need to show her that. No point. I showed it to her on the computer.
Ok, bon bah je pense qu'on peut se barrer. Allez.
All right, I'm off. Peace out, E.
Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
Peace. Peace out. Et ouais, franchement, il est très très bien fait. Très très bien fait. Ah, donc ça rajoute des lieux. On peut... Ah si, je peux pas avoir de nouvelles motos. Cimetière Islas des Reines, poste de police, maison au bord du lac. Donc on avait fait tout ça. On a ajouté, ça a ajouté l'église, la réserve naturelle et la clinique. On va direct à la clinique. Elle a dit qu'il fallait vite aller à la clinique. Clinique communautaire de Conwell Springs. Ok.
Yep, it's full of trash. Figure that.
Ok. Alors, est-ce qu'on voit le reflet? Dommage.
We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless?
Ah oui, il était en tôle.
That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic then.
So cold. Like a stake through the heart.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
All right. I'm Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
Ils vont faire une suite, je crois, non bah peut-être, je sais pas du tout. Je sais que le jeu d'après, c'était Whispers of a Machine qu'ils ont fait. Très très bien aussi. On l'a fait avant celui-là. Mais après, je sais pas. Demandez de vous raconter son histoire. Ouais.
So, what's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah, don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies. The Silence of the Lambert? Jacob's Bladder? The Usual Surprises? Natural Bald Killers?
Not ringing any bells.
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
T'as entendu parler d'un Cathy Rain 2? Ouais, je sais pas. Faut regarder. Cathy Rain, Director's Cut de... Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ah non, c'est ok, c'est le bundle avec le... Non, c'est pas là en tout cas. Faut voir. Ils ont Whispers of a Machine, Cathy Rain. En tout cas, c'est pas sur Steam. C'est pas sur Steam. Coucou Mini Snakey. Comment ça va? Ok. Ok. Tiens dans le showbiz.
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
Silence de Lino.
Tell me about The Silence of Lambert.
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love needs no communication at all. He marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, Consuelo Lambert Vasquez. Based on a true story.
Ça va bien, merci. La vessie de Jacob.
I'm not sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder. During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny. Sadly, before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic behavior. After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week, and he dies from a ruptured bladder.
C'est nul. Ok, surprise
Give me
habituelle.
the rundown on The Usual Surprises.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
Quoi faire né?
Natural Bald Killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair. Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on the operating table.
Ils meurent tous dans ces... Il a que des... Pourquoi, voilà, pourquoi vous mourrez toujours à la
Why
fin?
do you always die at the end of your movies?
Typecasting.
Ok.
Oh, never mind.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
Anecdote, savez-vous que In the Air Tonight était une chanson écrite pour l'album Duke de Genesis, mais qu'elle fut refusée par les autres membres du groupe qui s'en mordirent les doigts ensuite? Je ne savais pas. Consultez les notes.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
Allez, passe aux choses sérieuses, effectivement.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
I most certainly do.
What? Tell me.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
Oh, just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted by aliens.
I should have known better.
Ça se trouve,
Oh,
il
I
a... c'est
saw
vrai,
it,
hein.
man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taken the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war. But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
Lily Myers.
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
Oh.
Really? What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't, like, people-friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She could sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Okay, cocky.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam.
Oh.
Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Why do I even bother?
Okay, Charles Wade.
Do you know who Charles Wade is?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
Putain, il
How
sait
did
tout.
he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
Ok, les peintures de Lily Myers. À mon avis, ça, il va rien.
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
Ok. Église de la Sainte
What's
Trinité.
your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac, the priest, is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really. I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it. He's a friendly guy.
All right.
Ok.
I might do that.
Ok, on va lui demander pour ça aussi. Seconde anecdote, saviez-vous s'il n'avait pas été convaincu par les autres membres du groupe de devenir nouveau chanteur du groupe suite au départ de Peter Gabriel, Phil Collins avait prévu de quitter Genesis au début des années 80, de faire un obscur album de jazz puis de disparaître du monde de la musique. Non. Coucou Twista, comment vas-tu? Oh.
Do you know anything about this flower?
It's red?
Ah, ok, ouais.
Enlightening.
Oui, alors, il peut pas tout savoir sur tout. Hein.
I don't need to show him that. Do you know what this is?
Chinese fireworks, of course. I grew up in Shanghai. I know what I'm talking about. They used to call me Dong Pai, meaning round-eyed baldy. Those were some rough years. I miss the food, not to mention the women. Got 2 kids down there now, Maylin and Little Pink.
Time to hit the off switch now, buddy.
Ok.
That'd be one raggedy-ass bribery attempt. Do you know what this key opens?
Your heart, mademoiselle?
J'ai l'achievement. Oh là là. Qu'il est nul.
Do you recognize these men?
That's your granddad, right?
Yeah. What about the other 2?
No idea. I think my face blindness is acting up again.
Okay.
Ça va, je veux bien, on m'a offert Elden Ring, du coup je suis en retard. Je comprends, c'est une bonne excuse, Twista. Et GG. Du coup, effectivement, on va plus te voir beaucoup, c'est ça? Un petit peu quand même. Qu'est-ce que t'as fait comme perso? qu'est-ce que tu comptes faire, plutôt? Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait lui... Pour lui filer une clope? Non, je sais pas. Si, allez, tiens.
Wanna smoke, buddy?
Nah, I got stage 2 lung cancer. I'm keeping it under control with a fruitarian diet.
Ok. Allez, ça suffira.
Okay, that's enough serious questions for now.
Alrighty.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye.
Alors, j'imagine que là, on sort, ok. Il y a rien d'autre. Allez. Ok, une
I was
plante.
expecting plastic, but this looks like a real plant.
Ah, ça, oui.
Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations.
J'avoue.
A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year. I can't read it from here.
Infirmière.
A computer. They likely keep records of their patients on it. No thanks. I have better things to do. Uncomfortable, hard plastic chairs.
Oh, je déteste.
It's like they're intentionally trying to keep people out.
Ces chaises-là, elles sont affreuses. Je sais pas pour vous, mais... Ah là 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 là.
Rows and columns of files. Probably easier to use the computer if I need to do some digging.
Chaise casse dos, ouais, c'est ça. Il est cool, j'avoue au début j'étais perdu à cause du monde ouvert, tellement l'habitude d'avoir une progression dans les Dark Souls que je savais pas quoi faire. Je suis parti sur un héros féminin, mais je suis parti dans mes habitudes dans le genre chevalier avec une grosse hache. Ok, cool. Cool. Étage, là on peut voir. Là y'a rien. Allez.
Excuse me, nurse? Hey, nurse!
On va la taser sinon.
Yeah?
Oh là là, relou. On vous paie pas assez, hein?
They don't pay you much, huh?
No shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
What the fuck?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
I need to get rid of her somehow. No point. I wouldn't even know what room to go to.
Okay.
Rows and columns. I can't read it.
Je vais reparler.
Again? No thanks. I'm gonna have to think outside the box.
Ok, on peut peut-être déclencher un feu. Le seul défaut que je trouve pour l'instant, c'est que parfois quand j'appuie sur une touche, l'animation se déclenche pas. Tu veux faire une roulade, elle roule pas. Tu veux donner un coup, ça part pas. Je sais pas si t'as vu le coup. T'es sur PlayStation 5, j'imagine? Ou 4? Enfin, t'es sur PlayStation, j'imagine. Non, j'ai pas eu ça. J'ai pas eu ça, sauf dans certaines zones. En fait, la toute première zone, mais c'est sur PC quoi, ça ramait parce que c'était mal optimisé. Puis il y avait énormément de choses à afficher. En fait, là où il y a le chevalier gardien à la cheval là, ça ramait et du coup j'avais du lag. Mais non, sinon non, j'ai pas de non. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait faire?
My trusty zip. There's a crude. I'm trying to cut down on the.
Ouais, mais pourtant.
Oh, I do enjoy burning things. Just not that.
Ok. On peut la taser?
I wish, but she'd just call security on me.
Ok. On peut allumer?
I prefer to smoke outdoors.
Ok, on peut lui proposer une clope.
Time for a smoke break, don't you think?
What?
You smoke?
No way. Those things will kill you.
Oh, shit. Tiens, une pièce?
That'd be one raggedy-ass bribery attempt.
J'avoue. Est-ce qu'elle connaît ça?
I don't want to show her that.
Ok.
I don't want to show her that.
Ok.
I don't want to show her that. I don't want to show her.
Oh, peut-être que ça marche sur les...
That doesn't need unlocking.
Ok.
Rows and columns of files. Probably easier to use the...
Ok. C'est peut-être ça, me semble pas que ça lag tellement, on part ça très bon. Ok. C'est bizarre que ça t'a...
Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations. No thanks.
Ok, je ne vois pas... On peut mettre le feu aux chaises?
Oh, I do enjoy...
Non. Ok, bon, je vois pas pour l'instant ce qu'on pourrait faire. Peut-être qu'il peut faire diversion?
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi!
Hey, doofus. Je veux la comédie.
So,
Aha!
how good an actor are you?
Yeah.
The best! The very best!
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies. And that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it. She always gave me these strange looks. I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Oh shit. Est-ce que, tiens, Twista, est-ce que tu joues avec le pad en Bluetooth, enfin débranché, ou est-ce que t'es en filaire? Parce que essaye peut-être de le faire avec le pad branché et vois si ça te fait la même chose. Coiffeur nez. Franchement, je sais pas, la vessie de Jacob.
Definitely Jacob's bladder.
Parce que
I'm feeling the
l'infirmière.
pressure. Oh, Jenny, everything is forgiven. You and me were like peas and carrots.
Rows and columns.
I'm just so full of your...
A computer.
that I think I'm about to burst.
I can't read it from here.
Jenny, where did you go? Oh, I don't feel so good. Thank you.
No point.
Thank you. You've been a great audience.
Okay.
Oh là là!
C'est pas bon alors du coup.
That wasn't really an electrifying
Ouais, il
performance.
faut changer.
I'll have to intervene somehow.
Valfi qui raid, merci beaucoup Valfi, coucou. Il est branché, mais je pensais que c'était pour recharger uniquement avec la manette, on voit toujours les données. Normalement oui, mais peut-être que je me dis juste hein, que peut-être il y a un petit souci avec, tu vois, typiquement avec ce jeu, je sais pas. Hein. Je dis juste d'essayer pour voir si ça fait pareil quoi. Mais bon, si t'es toujours branché avec, à ce moment-là, c'est pas ça quoi. Coucou, merci beaucoup Valfi pour le raid, bienvenue à tous. On est sur un point and click qui s'appelle Cathy Rain en version Director's Cut et c'est plutôt sympatoche. Alors, Tanner, de l'humour. Oh là là, c'est vrai. Ah, c'est compliqué maintenant. Alors Tanner, est-ce que tu veux le petit, le gros, le nouveau, le jaune ou le multicolore? Il y a 2 nouveaux livres maintenant. Le jaune, ok. La manette n'est pas si vieille que ça, genre 1 an ou 2. Ouais, mais je sais pas. Je dis juste à test pour voir. Juste pour voir, parce que peut-être que tu pourrais ne pas avoir de soucis sur d'autres jeux, mais peut-être que Elden Ring gère ça différemment. Je sais pas. Ok, alors. Où est mon stylo? Je ne sais pas celui qui est encore plus nul que les carambars. Si, c'est les blagues pour ados. Et il y a quand même un poulet qui s'exclave en disant « Mort de rire, mon poulet !» Ok. Quelle est la plus intelligente? La brune, la rousse ou la blonde? Quelle est la plus intelligente? La brune, la rousse ou la blonde? Ouais, on a ça. On a donc celui-là. Et on a celui-là. Le multicolore. Multicolore, 3 c'est des énigmes et des blagues et des devinettes. Pas mal d'énigmes. La brune, pourquoi la brune? C'est pas ça. Faut me dire pourquoi aussi. Sinon ça compte pas. Ok, faut changer de... Il faut lui faire jouer
Hey,
autre chose.
doofus.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Sure.
Donc c'est pas la vessie de Jacob. On sait pas ce qu'elle aime, elle. Elle écoute la zik. Elle écoute de la zik. Tiens, ouais,
How
c'est ça.
about the usual surprises?
Business as usual.
La rousse parce qu'elle sépare les rousses. Non. Si je pense que c'est la blonde, mais je sais pas pourquoi. Non. Qu'importe la couleur, pourvu qu'on ait l'ivresse. Ah, allez. C'est la rousse. Mais c'est la rousse, mais
I can't believe you guys did all this for me.
c'est parce que c'est un dictionnaire.
You know, what's the smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing.
Ah yes. Elle va croire qu'elle a une crise
Thank
d'épilepsie.
you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Merde, ça marche pas, c'est nul. Je l'ai compris juste avant. Ouais, la rousse, voilà, c'est ça. C'est ça.
That wasn't really an electrifying performance. I'll have to intervene somehow.
Ah, il faut qu'elle fasse quelque chose en même temps. Ok. Bref, et donc pour finir une deuxième, une bouteille arrive en retard à un rendez-vous. Excusez-moi, il y avait des bouchons. Non, mais non, mais non, mais non, non. Ah, j'espère que t'es content, Tanéor. Hein. Ok. Alors, il faut le taser. C'est ça, on va refaire la même et on va le taser. On va le taser comme ça, il va vraiment faire une crise d'épilepsie. Ok.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
Donc je...
Hey.
Sure.
Surprise
How
habituelle.
about
Business.
Tac.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's the smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing.
Nurse? He's seizing.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Man, I feel like a total jackass.
Ah ouais, j'avoue.
I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Ok. Vite, vite, vite. Computer. Tiens, on va regarder ça.
Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. Ugh, what a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
Mhm.
Employee of...
Ok, c'est la même chose. Il y a un plan à la Déponia. C'est plus logique que Déponia pour l'instant. Oh merde. Admin. Admin. Fuck. Oh. Est-ce qu'on peut... Écoutez dessus. Écoutez, le taser n'est pas loin, je trouve. Ouais, c'est vrai. C'est vrai, c'est vrai. Yeah.
Crap. Looks like I have to figure out the username some other way.
Fuck. Otto Orgador. Hein. Merci Avia. Mais on n'a pas le nom d'utilisateur. Voilà. Ah mais on a son nom. Si c'est la même chose que l'autre. Otto Orgador. Donc, tac. Récupère ça. Tac. Donc là,
Employee of the month, Carlita
c'est
Mendez.
Mendes.
What a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
Tous les coups, hop. Admin, ouais, mais c'est pas le PC admin, je pense. On cherche pas à se connecter avec le compte admin, je pense pas. Wouh. Ok. Wade. Charles Wade.
Gotcha.
De naissance 14 août 24. Il n'est pas mort, c'est bien. Demande de prise en charge Dr. A. Friedman du centre médical Saint-Francis à Cassidy City. Patient a subi une opération à cœur ouvert réussie avant d'être transféré dans cet établissement. À sa demande, le pronostic initial semble bon. Le patient devrait être totalement rétabli d'ici 6 à 8 semaines. Chambre 6B. T'as réussi à avoir des skins de moto depuis? Non, je sais pas comment on fait. Non. Ok, attendez. Joseph Irving Rain. Le patient a été présenté par les forces de l'ordre dans un état de confusion mentale. Aucune blessure externe n'a été constatée. Dilatation des pupilles normale, absence de réaction aux autres stimuli AVC possible a été recommandé à un neurologue pour établir un diagnostic supplémentaire. Ok. Qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait chercher d'autre? Mendes. Ok. Ouais, bon bah ça suffit, hein, je crois. Ok.
Rose and...
Ouais. Summer. On peut regarder. Summer, même. Ouais. Pour la... Non, c'est nickel. Ok, allez, hop là. Vous vous rappelez de ce logo là? Énergie anti-pollution. Il y avait ça quand on allumait sur le BIOS sur certains PC. Je me suis toujours demandé pourquoi il y avait ça. Qu'est-ce qui... En quoi ça pollue pas? Enfin, pourquoi le BIOS pollue moins sur cet ordinateur? je ne sais pas. Greenwashing, peut-être. Oh. Bonjour.
It's all right, Claude.
Understood, sir.
Tu t'en souviens pas, toi, Twista? Ouais.
So, you managed to find me.
I did.
Well, let's get this over with then. How do you want your pictures? Shall I get some tubes to fill my face with?
What?
Will that suffice for your front page?
I'm no journalist. Well, not yet anyway.
Ah, she's but a cub. So, you're hoping for your big break. Surely this must be worth an internship at one of the big papers. Do you want me to call Thompson at the Times and get it over with? I still play golf with him every once in a while.
Ok. Peut-être les composants de fabrication de la carte mère. Ouais, peut-être, ouais. Moins d'émissions, radiation de tube, peut-être aussi, ouais. Peut-être. En tout cas, c'était bizarre. Surtout à l'époque, en fait, où c'était pas non plus quelque chose qui était à la mode, on va dire. Mais, je suis pas là pour ça, c'est une affaire personnelle. Vous faites beaucoup de suppositions, monsieur Mr. Wade. J'ai pas besoin de faveur ni d'un coup de pouce, je me débrouille toute seule.
That's not what this is about. It's personal.
Sounds serious. Perhaps I should ask Claude to produce his gun.
You know, Charles, the person most likely to be harmed by a gun tends to be its owner.
Very true. That's something that Japs who captured me learned the hard way.
Did my grandfather bail you out then too, or was that one of the few times where he didn't save your sorry ass?
Hold on there. Explain yourself.
You're willing to listen to something other than your own voice?
Merci, Valfi,
I'm
2 secondes.
stunned. I'm Kathy Rain. Joseph was my grandfather.
Now I remember. You were at the funeral.
I was.
You were late.
I needed my morning smoke. Besides, it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's Joseph's blood running through her veins.
She certainly has a smart mouth, sir.
I must say, you have me intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man help you with?
Merci beaucoup, Malfi. Un gros Georgeur pour toi. 49e mois, bientôt 50, nom de Dieu. Merci énormément pour le soutien. Et Georgeur. Ouais, voilà. Que ce genre de choses, c'est pas aussi présent que maintenant. C'est vrai que maintenant, ça devient nécessaire. Mais c'est un peu tard, mais bon. Ok. Hop. Alors...
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
I wish I did, Kathy. You must know I did everything in my power to help. How do you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs, neurologists, say what you will about Joseph. But he was never rich.
Strange. Grandma never mentioned that to me.
She's just too proud. At first she refused. She was convinced that I had an agenda, that there were strings attached.
And were there?
Don't be silly. Despite all that had happened, I still loved Joseph dearly. I wanted to help. People from places like this have a deeply rooted mistrust in the rich, passed on for generations. In her eyes, I had become one of them.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know? I left the diagnosis to the professionals. Mrs. Rain accepted the health care, but asked me to stay out of everything else. So I did.
I see. What can you tell me about your friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had. We grew up together, married our high school sweethearts together, went to war together. I can't even begin to count the number of times he's saved my life. I repaid the favor once or twice, but he came up ahead, no doubt.
So, when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him. What was it?
The truth is, Brian Rain happened. Sharon Evans happened.
My parents?
Oh.
Yes. They ruined everything with their vile, destructive behavior. I couldn't have that around my daughter or my newborn grandson. Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped, that anyone could be reasoned with, given a chance. He was just too good, bless him. He should have been harder on Brian, more strict.
C'est l'histoire de Why. Why est un bûcheron parce que depuis qu'il est tout petit, YMCA. Joli. Pas mal. Je l'avais déjà entendu, je crois. Je me demande si c'était pas dans un de mes bouquins, justement. Prouver son opinion sur la sévérité, lui dire de ne pas rejeter la faute sur votre grand-père, ne rien dire.
So our family started drifting apart. Eventually my company grew much too large for this little town, and we moved on. Not long after that, your grandfather ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
Je sais pas si c'est juste celui-ci, celui-là, mais les dialogues ont l'air vachement longs. Ça dépend, ça dépend. Celui-là, il est particulièrement... les dialogues sont particulièrement longs, effectivement, avec ce mec-là. Ça fait longtemps qu'on le cherche, en fait. Tu savais pas que Naïve existait en anglais? Ah, si. Ouais, Naïve. Lily Myers.
You bought a number of paintings by Lily Myers. Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings. I believe she first saw them at the high school which the Myers girl attended. Anyway, after the poor girl killed herself, I bought the paintings speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of certain connoisseurs. Shortly after procuring the art, I had it valued by an expert who determined that the value was 3 times the amount I bought it for. Today, I'm sure I would have made my money back tenfold or more if it wasn't for the art theft.
What art theft?
There was a burglary at the mansion I used to own here in town. It was all over the local news at the time.
Well, shit.
Eloquently put.
Ils en ont sorti un autre d'ailleurs de mots là. Je sais pas si vous avez entendu. Ouais, le rendez-vous, déjà vu. Mais là, ils ont sorti connaisseur. Des fois, ils l'écrivent connoisseur. Mais voilà, ils disent connaisseur. Connaisseur. Il vient de le dire d'ailleurs. Sinon, on a quoi? On a entree. Je crois que j'en ai déjà parlé, ça m'a toujours étonné aux États-Unis quand l'entrée, c'est le plat de résistance en fait. Tu préfères le déjà vu? Déjà vu. En garde. Cocky. Nom de code?
Do you recognize the call sign cocky?
Would be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who coined it. It belongs to a fellow named Jimmy Cochran. He was a coward, really. The nickname is somewhat of a bad joke.
Perfect. Thanks.
Okay.
Tell me about Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
In a literal sense, he's been held in a mental institution for years.
Let me guess. Since 81?
Either 82 or 83. I'm fairly certain it was early 83.
Do you remember the name of the institution?
Something starting with an E. Emerson, Everton, or similar.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
Yes, that's the one. You know the place, Kathy.
On peut lui dire la vérité, on s'en fout. J'ai découvert que remember était un mot d'origine un français à l'origine. Remembrer. De toute façon, la moitié des mots anglais viennent des français, l'autre moitié de l'allemand. Ok. Allez, on lui dit la
I
vérité.
do. My mother is in there. Sharon Evans? I had her committed about a year ago.
I see. It must have taken a lot of courage to do that, Kathy. Mothers have a lot of power over us. More than most of us care to admit.
I guess so. Do you know why Jimmy ended up in there?
Some obsessive-compulsive syndrome. He became fixated with circles and started hurting himself, trying to scratch the circles out of his head.
Creepy. I wonder what set him off. I think I'll check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now.
Ok. Remémorer. Apparemment, ça se prononçait comme en anglais. Remember. Oh. Les peintures de Lily Volier.
Can you tell me about the art theft?
Well, somebody broke in, stole the paintings, and got out. Fairly clumsy job. Lots of broken windows. The strangest thing was that I had a Monet, a Rembrandt, and 2 paintings by Picasso, untouched. But every single painting by an unknown local artist
Ok, donc
gone.
ces peintures-là ont des...
That can't be a coincidence.
Agreed. Somebody wanted those paintings badly.
I assume there was an investigation.
Yes, Sheriff Truman came by with his deputy a few hours later, but they didn't have much luck. They found a few hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Okay.
Some stunning police work right there.
Indeed. There was a single witness, though, who said he could make out multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime, but nothing more than that.
So, I take it the case was closed?
Yes. I honestly didn't care much one way or the other, given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff about the matter, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. I'll call ahead and instruct him to give you everything you need.
That'd be great. Thanks, Charles.
Merci, Charles.
Anytime. But I'm curious.
What's your interest in the paintings?
I've learned that my grandfather went to Sue and asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Is that so? Strange.
Strange indeed. Ça vient plein de camembert. Les Anglais se souvenaient pas trop. Fromage. Fromage, fromage. Découvert ça grâce à la poésie de l'horloge de Baudelaire qui utilise dans son texte. D'accord, ok. Comme le Roquefort qui a piqué Dwayne Johnson. Alors je vois pas la référence par contre, Avia. Là, je plaisantais qu'à moitié quand je dis que l'anglais vient en majorité du français et de l'allemand, puisque les cours de Nomble. C'est quoi Nomble? Oui, c'est une coquille, je sais pas. La langue officielle est le français, l'allemand, via les saxons. Enfin, je pense pas apprendre grand chose. Bah non. Ça vient du mot remembrance. Remembrance, d'accord, ok. Parce que remembrance, c'est aussi un mot anglais. Remembrance. The Roquefort. Oh là là, putain, via. Ok, d'accord. Je valide. Ah, noble, ok. Des cours de noble. Des cours de noble. Église de la Sainte Trinité.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele. Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
Les cours de... La cour des nobles. Putain, je lis comme une merde, je suis désolé. Je croyais que tu prenais des cours de nobles. Genre des cours de langage noble. Et j'étais là, des cours de langue... C'est quoi la langue noble? Ah non, c'est moi qui lis comme une merde, désolé. Ok, alors on va lui parler de ça.
Do you know what this is?
A flower. Why don't you consult a botanist instead of bothering me with this nonsense?
En vrai. Ok.
What do you see in this picture, Charles?
Fireflies would be my best guess. They can grow terribly large around these parts.
Ok.
I don't need to show him that.
Ok.
Do you know what this key opens?
You must be truly desperate if you ask random people a question like that.
Ouais.
Do you recognize this, Charles?
Of course. Your grandfather, me, Jimmy Cochran, taken shortly before we went to the war.
You guys look like you just won the lottery or something.
Indeed. We were mere children, with no concept of what we were getting into.
J'ai écrit comme merde aussi, lol. Ok.
I don't need to show him that.
Ok.
I don't need to show...
Ok.
I don't...
Ok. Bon, bah...
I don't...
Je crois que c'est bon.
Thanks, Charles. That's all I need for now.
You're welcome, Kathy. Come back anytime.
Bon, il est gentil avec nous maintenant, lui. Alors, est-ce qu'on a des trucs ici? Charles Wade, téléphone. Maison. Gramophone, ok.
Just some boring landscape paintings. Just some boring...
Ok, la porte.
Looks like Wade brought some of his old tunes with him. That guy is huge. I wonder how many cows he eats per day. That guy...
Ok, on peut pas lui parler.
A
Ok.
private phone. Wade must get special privileges here.
Ok. Bon, moi je crois que c'est bon. Sinon, la poésie de l'horloge de Baudelaire est utilisée par Mylène Farmer dans la chanson L'horloge. C'est littéralement le texte de la chanson. D'accord. Non, rien d'autre. Pas chourer des trucs. Hein. Je suis déçu. Tiens, on va regarder Cochrane. Cochrane et Evans. Allez, on se concentre, on n'écrit pas comme des merdes. C'est bien dit, Avia. Allez, suffit là. Cochrane. Ok. Evans. Chiotte. Tant pis. On se barre. Truc tout con, c'est voulu que les images de sub soient sur fond blanc plutôt qu'un PNG avec de la transparence. Je sais même plus ce que c'est que les images de sub. Ah oui, oui, parce que j'ai fait ça rapidement en 5 minutes parce que j'avais pas le temps de faire autre chose il y a 3 ans. C'est tout. C'est un vulgaire screenshot d'un clip de chez Koima. Ok. Donc il n'y a plus rien ici. Je sais pas où ils se sont barrés, mais où. Allez, barrons-nous. Putain, j'ai des skins de moto. Ok, donc on était là, maintenant on pourrait aller là, ou chez les flics. On va aller voir... Tiens, on va aller se balader en forêt. Ah bah direct, on arrive tout de suite. Je pensais ça allait être labyrinthe. Il y a une pelle en plus.
Well, this is it. This is where the picture was taken.
Ok.
I'm not sure what I expected to find here. I need to clear my head.
Petite cigarette, allez.
What the?
Why, hello there! You have laid eyes on this dapper fellow once before, haven't you?
Mais c'est le mec de notre rêve. Carrément pas, je me souviendrai d'un type chaud avec du maquillage et un air louche. Mais ça m'étonnerait, on dirait que vous êtes échappé d'un cirque, c'est pas trop mon truc. Je crois pas, monsieur propre, sauf si ça compte de vous avoir vu sur une bouteille de détergent.
Nope, just no. I'd remember a creepy bald dude with makeup.
Memories can deceive, Kathy. Dig deeper.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
It is my calling to know people like you. Those shackled by their past, yet yearning for change.
I feel strange. Am I dreaming?
Qu'est-ce qu'on a foutu dans ces
It's the
cigarettes?
mending. I will try to facilitate.
You're not real. I'm lying asleep in my bed right now.
Focus, Kathy. Listen to the drowned girl.
You mean Lily? What about her?
She's the one who slipped away, filled with secrets. While she may be free in death, her cold, wet hands still trap many in painful ignorance.
What is this, Woodstock poetry slam? Mind speaking like a normal person?
I knew you wouldn't disappoint. I'm glad, given how much trouble I went through to be here. You see, my name was taken from me, so I claimed a color in its stead. The next time we meet, you'll know the exact hue of red. You're on the right path, Kathy. Follow your grandfather, and everything will work out in the end.
Mais what the fuck, non. Pourquoi on est là?
Wait, what? How did I get here?
J'avoue.
Am I going crazy? Am I turning into mom?
Ah oh. Donc le fétide grave, moi il me fait penser à Lex Luthor dans Smallville. L'acteur qui joue Lex Luthor dans Smallville. Mais tu aurais sorti une télé-réalité, le juge truc. Juge truc. Ouais, Smallville. Est-ce qu'on peut ressortir? J'y retourne, hein. J'y retourne cash. Okay.
Hello? Creepy bald guy.
Monsieur le chauve bizarre.
Guess no one's home.
Ok.
That wasn't here before.
Non. Est-ce qu'on peut ramasser ça aussi?
Looks like a specimen of the red scythe. It's endangered. I'm not gonna take it without a really good reason.
Ok. Oh, ils ont même traduit ça, c'est trop classe.
A bald man dressed in red. Oh, creepy.
Ok, faut voir ce qu'il y a sur l'autre côté. Ma cousin machin, c'est le mec qui a
Hey, is this shovel taken?
les cheveux qui lui descendent jusqu'au pied.
Good enough for me.
Faudrait que j'essaye ça. Ça appartient à quelqu'un, ça? Ok, merci. On va essayer quand même, mais elle va dire que non.
Not sure what I'd want to dig up there.
Ok. Sortir. Fleurs. J'aime beaucoup le tableau, hein. Je trouve ça très classe. Bon, bah, on a une pelle, c'est bien. Ça nous servira peut-être. Par contre, la fleur, je sais pas trop. Clinique. Allez, église. Oh, les trois bouboules sont là.
Hello, Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm glad you decided to come here.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
Oh, I would never assume that.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Kathy. Kathy Rain, but I'm guessing you figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
Donc Isaac, c'est le sans-abri, nous a dit de lui parler.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
It was the work of the devil, I'll say that much. Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate. You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much good for this community.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young. They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
I wouldn't say that, no. He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed only in philanthropy. That being said, Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Oh, yes. I was a teenager back then. Full of rebellion, every fiber of my being wanting to distance myself from my father. Joseph made me realize my sinful pride and showed me how I should follow my heart, regardless of what others might think. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Certains effets de lumière trahissent un peu le jeu. On voit qu'il est récent, mais c'est voulu, j'imagine. D'ailleurs, t'as vu le remake de Monkey Island? Enfin, je crois que c'est un... Alors, ouais, le jeu est récent, il est de 2016, donc c'est voulu, je pense. Ouais. Le remake de Monkey Island, non, c'est la suite normalement. C'est pour ça qu'on a fait Monkey Island 2 d'ailleurs il y a pas longtemps. Et ouais, on en parlait un petit peu tout à l'heure. Et j'étais un petit peu déçu de voir les graphismes. Et je sais que je dois pas être le seul. Je suis un peu déçu qu'ils aient pas gardé l'aspect graphique soit des vieux, soit des remakes récents, quoi. Enfin bon. Mais oui, j'ai vu quelques screens. J'ai pas voulu regarder le trailer comme d'hab. Je veux pas me spoil. Donc non. Mais oui. Hop.
Does the name Lily Myers mean anything to you?
It does. Before I was ordained, I was a substitute teacher in her high school.
Really? Did you know her personally?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
All right, so how did she seem toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot. And when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody. She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had the whole world on her shoulders.
Any idea of what caused this change?
Not a clue. All I know is, when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Je n'avais qu'aimé bien, mais c'est vrai que cette direction artistique m'a assez surpris, je suis pas méga fan. Ouais, Jim Lao disait que Ron Gilbert avait râlé parce que les gens aimaient pas. De toute façon, on verra. Hein, les graphismes d'un jeu, c'est important, mais c'est pas le plus important en théorie. C'est juste que... Ouais, on verra bien. Je n'ai rien à dire. De toute façon, on le fera, donc... On le fera limite Day One, donc Jimmy Cochran.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
I don't recognize that name, no.
Cocky. Ok. Peinture de Lily volée.
Do you know anything about an art theft at the Wade estate in the 80s?
I have just a vague memory of reading about it in the paper.
Okay.
Care to tell me the history of the church?
I'd be happy to. The story is a fascinating one. This church was founded by my father, William T. Price, in the 70s. Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area as he had done so many times before. However, this day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly, divine intervention. 3 bright lights appeared. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. The sign of God. This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for. He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here, in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
I take it that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany?
Indeed. The stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity, as witnessed by my father.
Do you know exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating story.
On a aussi une photo.
It was the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what happened then?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture. The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983. That's when I stepped in to take leadership of the church.
I take it that the church started declining after the death of Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you, the church is still very much thriving.
Looks kinda empty to me.
It's not really our peak hours.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
Ok. Il passe un mètre de chez Crytek. Ah bon, qu'est-ce qui se passe chez Crytek? Tiens, on va lui montrer ça.
I could, but I think I have more to gain from a subtle strategy.
Okay.
I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know more about this church.
Okay.
Father, do you know anything about this flower?
No, my child, nothing at all.
Est-ce qu'il est juste surpris par la question ou est-ce qu'il sait quelque chose en fait?
I don't need to show him that. I don't need to show him. Do you know what this key opens?
I'm afraid.
Okay.
Do you recognize the men in this picture, Isaac?
Only your grandfather. And that's just because I was given a similar picture at the service the other day.
Ah. Okay.
I don't need to.
Okay.
That's all I need for now, Father.
May the Lord shine his light on you.
Okay, hôtel.
It's an altar. You know, the place where they put the sacrificed goats, kids, and other crap.
Ok. Là, y a rien, là, y Ça non plus. Des bibles.
I really shouldn't. They might burn.
C'est exactement ce que je ressens quand je vais dans une église, personnellement.
Impressive window. There's no doubt about it. Those are the smoky lights.
The smoky lights. Porte. Donc ça, c'est les les confessionnals. Les confessionnaux. C'est quoi le pluriel de confessionnal? Je me suis jamais posé la question. C'est confessionnaux?
Locked.
Ah!
Locked.
Ok. On pourrait essayer la clé.
Nope. Not the...
Ok. Ok, dépêche, en fait. Non, elle veut pas se dépêcher, ok, c'est pas grave.
Nope. Not the right key.
Ok. Oh, il y a un truc là. Non, ok. Bon, je suis un peu déçu, il n'y a pas grand chose ici. On se barre alors. Donc, on a fait tous les nouveaux lieux. On peut retourner chez Grandma. Vu qu'on a été déposé là, il y a peut-être une raison.
Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley. A mere single pair of... Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think. This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently.
Oh, hello, dear. Glad to see you again so soon.
Hi, Grandma. I just thought I'd drop by.
Sure, hon. Stay as long as you'd like.
Elle fait que boire du thé, la mamie, hein. Elle va pisser, un truc de ouf.
There are a few things I need to...
Very well, dear.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is? He was a friend of Grandpa's.
I believe he teaches at the flight school these days.
I don't think so, at least not anymore. I was told he was placed in a mental facility.
Really? He always struck me as a kind man, maybe a bit nervous and on edge, but not crazy.
There's more. I found out that Jimmy asked Grandpa for help not long before Grandpa ended up in that wheelchair. Jimmy sounded really desperate. I'm sure what happened to Grandpa that night had something to do with his cry for help.
You should go find the man then. Surely he must know something.
That's the plan. I just wondered if there's anything else you think I should know about him.
Not really. We haven't stayed in touch since Joseph was injured. I know that he had a wife, Agatha, and a son, James. Agatha passed away from cancer years ago, but as far as I know, James still lives in the city with his family.
Okay, thanks, Grandma.
Okay.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
Ah bon? Okay.
I don't want to show her that. Do you know anything about this flower, Grandma?
I can't say that I do. I remember seeing it growing in the woods, but I didn't think much of it at the time.
Okay, ça me va.
I don't want to show her. What do you see in this picture, Grandma?
I have no idea, but it's quite an eerie display. What is it?
I'm trying to figure that out. I found the picture hidden in the attic.
Oh? Come to think of it, the trees do look similar to the ones in Conwell Woods.
Yeah, it was taken somewhere in that area. I found out that the flower in the picture matches a rare local species.
Aren't you clever? Do let me know if you come across anything else.
Okay.
Does this...
I'm afraid not.
Okay. Ok, le reste, on lui a déjà demandé. Ok.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
Donc on pourra aller chez les flics. Semble le plus logique aussi de leur demander à propos du vol des peintures.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy.
I don't need to ask him that now.
Oh.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
Not really, Kathy. Sorry.
Nah, I don't want to ask him about that.
Genre.
I don't want to show.
Okay.
Hey, Lenny, do you recognize this flower?
Yeah, I accidentally inhaled pollen from one of them when I was a kid. I remember being sick and delirious for days.
Wow.
Scary. Where did you come across this flower?
Somewhere in Conwell Woods. Not sure where exactly.
All right.
Oui, on sait, nous.
I don't want... Do you know what this is?
I have no idea. Looks creepy, whatever it is. Where did you get it?
Grandpa had it hidden away in the attic.
Probably for a good reason, then. Be careful out there.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't. Well, gotta go.
See ya.
On va parler, on va poser la même question au shérif.
Hello, Sheriff. I don't need to ask him that. Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about the art theft in the Wade estate?
Yes, Mr. Wade phoned ahead about that. Lenny!
Yes, boss?
Get the report from the burglary in the Wade estate back in '86?
On it, boss.
Yes.
There you go, Kathy.
Thanks, buddy.
Allez, on va regarder ça direct. Coucou Fléau. Où vas-tu? Alors, rapport de cambriolage, 11h03, pardon, 11 mars 86 à 1h12. L'alarme de la propriété des Wade se déclenche, la maison est alors vide et les voisins contactent les forces de l'ordre. 2h04, les agents de police arrivent sur les lieux, observent plusieurs fenêtres brisées, une fouille du domaine et de ses environs ne révèle aucune trace des intrus. Un témoin identifié comme étant un certain Franklin Goldfarb déclare avoir vu plusieurs cambrioleurs quitter la scène du crime. Franklin Goldfarb. Ça va bien, merci. 2h15. Charles Wade arrive, ou c'est plutôt... C'est le lendemain en fait. Charles Wade arrive à Conwell Spring pour faire sa déposition officielle. Après avoir examiné la maison, il déclare que les tableaux d'une valeur totale de $15 000 ont été dérobés. Les tableaux en question ont été repérés dans aucun des cercles connus, n'ont été repérés dans aucun des cercles connus de Russell. Enquête close en raison de l'absence de pistes. Ok. Franklin Goldfarb.
Lenny, I need you to do
I
something.
gotta find this Goldfarb guy. Maybe he knows more about the burglary.
You'll have to get her a gift.
Gift? Like what? I don't really know your mother.
For Christ's sakes, all moms are the same. Just use your imagination. I'm expecting something nicely wrapped on my desk by the end of the week.
Okay, boss.
Hello, Sheriff. Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Ça?
I'll hang on to it for now. I don't want to show...
Mon avis, non.
Do you recognize this flower?
Matter of fact, I do. It's a local endangered plant with mild narcotic properties.
Yeah? Have you come across any users in the area?
Sure, but it's a bit tricky to do anything about it. Using it as a substance is technically illegal.
Ah bon?
Ah, so the illegal part is picking it in the first place.
Yes, knowingly picking the flower is a crime, according to the Endangered Species Act of 1973.
Gotcha, thanks.
Ok. Ça?
Do you know what this is?
Ah, it's just some kids playing pranks with flashlights.
Ok, je pense que c'est tout.
I don't want to...
Ok.
That's all for now.
Good.
On va essayer Lenny sur Goldfarb là.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy.
Does the name Franklin...
Sounds familiar, but I can't place him.
Fléau, merci beaucoup. 25e mois de resub. Merci énormément, Fléau, pour ton soutien sans cesse renouvelé. Gros genre. Ok. Bon, bah, ça a l'air d'être tout, ça.
I don't want to show...
Non. Ok.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
I don't have a reason to go.
Oh, ok, pas besoin de... Toujours un plaisir, mais toujours un plaisir de t'avoir ici. Merci encore. Ok. L'annuaire. On a trouvé on a un annuaire chez mamie, il me semble. Yes. Là.
No Goldfarb in here. Maybe he moved? I should ask around and see if anyone knows him.
Ok. Oups, Cochrane.
Nah, nothing like that in here.
Ok.
No result. Nah.
Ok. Qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait appeler tout le monde, en fait. Il y a la grand-mère qui doit nous entendre rentrer, ressortir, appeler au téléphone, rentrer, ressortir, appeler au téléphone. Bon, apparemment, elle est pas là.
No answer.
Base de Macon.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering...
Sure thing, man.
Do you know anything about a pilot named Jimmy Cochran? He was assigned to your base during World War II. Maybe even longer?
Hold on, let me check. Yes, Jimmy Cochran, fighter pilot born 1922, tour of duty in Japan from 41 to 42, honorably discharged for health reasons. Spent some time as a civilian pilot elsewhere in the U.S. until he returned to the flight academy here in the capacity of a teacher. Mr. Cochran was the major proponent of opening up the academy to civilian students. He continued teaching at this base until a sudden resignation in 1983 for unspecified reasons.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
I don't see a reason. I don't see a reason.
Bye-bye.
All right, that's all.
Goodbye, ma'am.
Ok, super pratique. Les militaires, ils répondent à tout. Ok. Je sais pas si on a déjà interrogé notre mamie à propos de ça.
Oh. There are a few...
Very well.
Normalement, non, voilà.
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Oh, that poor man.
Ah.
He used to be an upstanding citizen, you know. Now he's constantly drinking and keeps babbling on about that imaginary acting career of his.
Sad thing. Do you know where I can find him?
He's homeless, dear.
Ce serait pas? Non.
Lost his job a few years ago and never really got back on his feet.
Okay, now I know who you're talking about.
Si,
Thanks,
hein.
Grandma. Looks like I'm gonna have to have a chat with Goober.
Mais il avait pas l'air d'être aussi vieux, quoi. Bizarre.
See you later,
Take care.
En même temps... Bonne nuit, tu vas scier du bois avec Wai. Amuse-toi bien. Bonne nuit, Fox Echo. Merci d'être passé. Et bah, peut-être à demain. Prochain stream, ce sera demain 15-19 sur Eye of the Beholder. Ça va aller en haut. Il faut retrouver Goober alors, parce que je sais pas où il peut être là. Du coup, bah la clinique. C'est là où on l'a vu la dernière fois. Mais évidemment, il est plus là. Ah.
I need a word, Miss Mendez.
Wait, how do you know my name?
It's written on that board behind you, genius.
You have the eyesight of a bald eagle or something?
What can I say? I'm a freak of nature. What happened to Goober, anyway?
Who?
The guy who had the seizure?
Oh, he ran off somewhere. Kept babbling about a religious near-death experience.
Oui,
Okay,
il est peut-être au
thanks.
cimetière, là. Ok. Doom, 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 doom.
I had some more questions.
I'm listening.
Do you know who Franklin Goldfarb is?
I'm not familiar.
Okay.
I got the police report about the burglary from the cops.
Good. Any new leads?
I have a few ideas, yeah.
Excellent. Let me know what you come across.
Ok.
I don't need to.
D'accord.
Thanks, Charles.
Your
Il nous reste encore un quart d'heure. Que un quart d'heure. Putain, j'ai l'impression qu'on a commencé il y a 2 minutes. Au moins. On n'a pas bloqué pour l'instant. Hein. Ok, alors il est peut-être au cimetière du coup, puisqu'il parle de expérience religieuse de mort imminente. Ou alors au bord du lac, peut-être qu'il va se jeter dans le lac. Oh, peut-être que la clé elle ouvre ça. Price. On avait un Price tout à l'heure. Machin Price. Tu vas aussi, Valfi? Ça marche, des bisous. Peut-être à demain. Et bonne nuit.
Rest in peace, Graham. A family mausoleum.
Price. Ah, c'est le...
That doesn't need unlocking.
C'est le... C'est pas
family
le
mausoleum.
prêtre? Price de Nice. Je valide. On va faire un beau titre pour la prochaine fois, tiens. Bon, il est pas là. Alors peut-être qu'il est près du lac. Il va se jeter dans le lac. J'aimerais bien finir la journée avant. Par contre. Ok.
Conwell Lake. Looks like there's a small dock with a couple of boats. I don't have a reason to go. Somebody around here.
T'es pas là, la mouette, avant? Je suis la mouette. Ok. On n'a pas de bouffe, du pain, quelque chose? Non, on n'a rien. Putain.
Oh, it's you again. Come on in.
Let's smoke cigarettes together.
No Nathan today?
Nah, haven't seen Nate all day. Probably out in the woods.
Oh. C'est l'autre côté?
Is this how Nathan still sees himself? As a little boy? Looks like Nathan knows the strange red man. I need to talk to him about this.
The red man.
Is this how Nathan still sees himself? That must be Lily. She seems very happy looking up at the red man. A bald man dressed in red. Oh, creepy.
Elle rit à moi quand elle lui a arraché dessus, j'avoue. Allez, bonne nuit, Valfi. Vincent Price. C'est quoi ça? C'est quoi la référence? Dessin, ok. Je vais parler.
I had a few more.
Shoot.
I don't need to ask her about that. Did you know that somebody stole Lily's paintings from Wade?
Huh? I knew he got robbed a few years back, but I thought he still had them all.
C'est la nana qui parle en mâchouillant là.
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
You mean Goober? Nobody calls him Franklin anymore.
Right, that's Goober. Do you know who the Red Man is?
Oh, that's just Nate's imaginary friend. The Red Man has been around ever since my boy was little.
I see. So there's no actual person in town he could be referring to?
No way! According to Nathan, the Red Man hasn't changed in 30 years.
L'homme rouge existe vraiment, je l'ai rencontré dans la forêt. On va pas la flipper.
Sounds like he has quite an active imagination then.
Oh, you have no idea. He has unique names for each of the kitchen utensils. Nuff said.
Nuff said. Nuff said.
Did you know that somebody stole Lily's painting?
Huh?
Okay.
Do you know anything about this flower?
Sure. Smoked it a few times back in the day, before it was endangered and all.
Yeah? What was it like?
Similar to pot, but stronger and more unpredictable. Never touched this stuff after I got pregnant with Lily.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Sue, what do you see in this picture?
My God, that looks like one of Lily's paintings.
Wow, really? Can you describe it?
It was a nighttime scene, just like the photo, but the lights were floating above the lake. There was a pale hand reaching up from beneath the surface trying to touch them. The forest in the background was on fire, making the sky purple and red. And there were probably other details too, but that's what I can remember.
Sounds captivating. Wish I could have seen it. No reason to show her that. Do you know?
Well, that's a bit of...
Okay, bye-bye.
I think I'm gonna...
Sure thing.
Ok.
Conwell Lake.
Je sais pas trop là. C'est bien, on bloque juste avant. Enfin, on bloque. Église naturelle, clinique. Peut-être la déterrer maintenant? Je pense pas. Mais bon.
Looks like it's in danger.
Oups, pardon. J'ai cliqué en dehors. Il y a un jeu où j'aimerais bien vous voir en coop avec Mu, c'est Police Simulator Patrol Officer. Je pense qu'il y a moyen d'avoir de bonnes barres derrière. Ah, je connais pas. C'est en français ou bien? Ou alors il n'y a pas trop de texte? Attendez, je regarde. Vu le nom comme ça, je me dis, ouais, je me dis que ça a l'air bien débile comme il faut. Qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait faire? On la tase?
I'd prefer to electrocute. Not sure. I don't think that... Oh, I do enjoy...
Ok. Interface et sous-titres en français, cool. Ok, je regarderai ça tout à l'heure. Bon, ça me fait chier, je veux pas m'arrêter si on n'a pas... Je veux pas arrêter avant la fin de la journée, là. Ah, peut-être il est à l'église? Il est encore early access? Ah, oh, il est à l'église, yes. Goober!
Hello again, Goober.
You again? Are you stalking me, girl? You pop up everywhere I go. I'll try to tone down the charm, but I can't promise anything.
Huh, yeah, you're quite the charmer.
I know. I just said that, man.
Listen, I feel kind of bad about the electrocution.
Oh, that's what it was. What a cherry on top of my stellar performance.
Yeah, it was... pretty convincing.
So what brings you to the house of God? Come to repent?
I'm afraid that ship has long since sailed, buddy. I had a few things I wanted to ask you about, though.
Shoot, Missy!
I don't need to ask him about that. I should probably confront him directly about him being a witness. Your real name is Franklin Goldfarb, right?
Oh, nobody calls me that.
Regardless, I know for a fact that you were a witness to a burglary a few years back. At the Wade estate?
Yeah, what about it?
Why don't you tell me what you saw exactly?
I heard the alarm go off, glass breaking, then I saw 3 guys running away, carrying a bunch of stuff.
What did they look like?
It was dark, I don't know, they were definitely 3 big, bulky guys. They
what?
Oh, nothing, that's it. Didn't see anything else.
Bullshit. Spit it out.
Well, one of those guys dropped his ring when running away. I sort of pawned it.
Oh.
A ring? What kind of ring?
Platinum with an inscription. 2 letters. B... something. Man, I don't remember. My photographic memory stopped working in 1979.
BR?
Which pawn shop was that?
Pete's Pawning and Plumbing. It closed down a long time ago, though. Owner left town.
Shit.
There's a coffee shop back there now.
Too bad. Guess that's a dead end. Thanks anyway. Didn't I see 2 letters fitting that description recently? Not on a building. It was something small.
Sur le briquet?
Did the inscription on the ring look anything like this?
Wow, actually exactly like that.
C'est BH, ok, parce que BR c'était Brian Rain, mais... Ok.
I don't need to ask him about that. Do you know anything?
It's red.
I already asked him.
Ok.
Okay, that's all for now.
See ya!
Il est encore en early access? Ah merde. Mais j'ai vu chez JDG, après si on fait une découverte, juste on peut le faire en early access.
Hello, Isaac. I've got a few more
I'm all...
Do you know what BH means? It's inscribed on this lighter.
I'm sorry, but no.
Okay.
This may sound strange, but have you heard of or seen a strange man dressed in red?
Only our Lord and Savior Jesus. Surely his rags were drenched in blood as he lay upon the cross.
That's not what I meant. I mean someone here, in Conwell Springs.
Are you joking? I haven't seen a person like that, no.
I don't need...
Okay.
That's all I...
May the Lord...
Ok, on va continuer juste un petit peu, j'aimerais bien finir cette journée. Je sens qu'on n'est pas loin là. Donc là, il faut demander à tout le monde BH. Commencer par Mamie.
Oh.
Peut-être regarder dans l'annuaire aussi.
There are a...
Very well.
Do you recognize the acronym BH? It's on Dad's lighter.
Yes, dear, it means the Black Hats. They're those ruffians on motorcycles whom your father associated with.
Oh, his biker gang. That makes sense.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
I refuse to talk about those hoodlums. They turned your father into a horrible person. You should stay far away from them, Kathy. They're awful people, just awful.
Shit.
I don't see a reason. Well, gotta go.
Bye, Kathy.
Tu fais chier, mamie, hein. Donc les flics, peut-être qu'ils sauraient.
No result. Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy.
What can you tell me?
They've caused us trouble from time to time, but they've been kind of quiet lately. We put a few of their captains in the slammer over the years, but we never managed to find enough dirt on their leader. Bo Brunson. Big Bo.
Do you know where I can find them?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just find a map.
Woo! Bon, ben voilà.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay.
Do you know anything about...
You're
Oh.
Okay.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
En plus, c'est des motards comme nous.
Oh là là!
Oh là là, Blackie qui raid! Pile quand on va changer de jeu.
Sweet butt incoming!
Like hell I am. I'm nobody's property.
You sure? Doesn't she look like a sweet butt? I think she does.
Step off, creep.
Or what? You tell your daddy on me?
Oh, taser. Ouais, je vais te latter les couilles tellement fort que tu devras les ravaler pour qu'elles redescendent, gros porc. Tu crois que j'ai besoin de mon papa pour te défoncer ta sale gueule? Tu te fous le doigt dans l'œil, connard, fous-moi la paix. Oh, j'aime bien la première. Coucou Blackie, merci beaucoup pour le raid, bienvenue à tous. On est sur Cathy Rain, un jeu de 2016, un point and click. Et on va s'arrêter bientôt. Et merci beaucoup Marc. Titre? Titre quoi, titre? C'est toi, titre?
Or you'll be scraping your balls off the floor, you fucking pig.
Oh, I love it when they play hard to get.
Let go of me!
Taser, 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 taser. Non mais...
What the hell's going on out here?
Nothing, Prez. Just having a bit of fun with this gash here.
Peut-être dû faire avec la
I suggest you leash that dog of yours.
For fuck's sake, Prospect, not again. Get the hell out of here.
Sorry, boss. I'll go.
Ah.
He'll be disciplined for that.
He better be. I take it you're Beau?
I am. And who are you, darling?
Cathy Rain.
Bullshit. She lives in the city with her deranged mother. Who are you, really? Did the Vandals send you?
No, they didn't. I am Cathy Rain.
Prove it, then.
Well, I would, but I left my ID back home.
That's convenient. I think I've wasted enough time with you.
I need to figure out some proof.
Coucou Droppy, tu connaissais pas ce point and click, tu veux parler à... Tu vas en parler à Aliza Rimnek. Je ne sais pas qui c'est. C'est un truc débile quand ça a dit titre dès que t'entends une phrase qui pourrait être un bon titre de film pour nous. Ah. Ça marche, Marc. Coucou Blackie, ça va bien? Je sais pas si on continue un petit peu ici ou si on enchaîne. Je pense qu'on va s'arrêter là au final. Qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait lui montrer pour lui prouver que c'est. Ok. Le seul truc c'est la photo, mais on n'est pas dessus quoi.
That won't convince him.
Bah ouais.
That won't convince him. That won't convince him.
Ok. Bah faudrait peut-être... Ouais, maintenant de toute façon on peut rien faire d'autre ici en fait. C'est ma moitié qui stream de temps en temps. Guess, ouais. Ziva, il y a de la pub déguisée là. Lol. Mais ouais, carrément. Putain, à chaque fois. Je suis désolé. Hop. Qui est sur le bord de l'écran. Le briquet de son père. Mais c'est pas le briquet de son. Enfin, si, mais.
This proof enough for
Ah
you?
oui, c'est que t'as raison.
I'll be damned. That's Brian's lighter, all right. Sorry about the parent.
Brian?
We've had some problems.
C'est pas le briquet du grand-père?
I get it. Can't be too careful.
So, that's your ride out there. Corley Motors, right? 78?
76.
You got the same taste as your old man. He always rode Corleys.
Probably the only thing he and I have in common.
Did you set up those mods yourself? Looks custom made for your, small frame.
Yeah, took some time to get the measurements right.
I imagine so. Girls like you don't often ride heavy bikes.
I'm not most girls.
Ain't that the truth? Most girls don't just waltz into places like this either.
I guess you'd know. Anyway, I had some questions for you in the club.
Go ahead, then. Your old man was a good brother, so I'll indulge you for now.
Je sais pas si... Est-ce que... Ouais, allez, si, on va finir la discussion.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in 1981?
No, we had our differences, me and him, but that's a horrible fate for a man. I'd rather be dead than a vegetable.
So I take it you and him didn't get along.
No, I could write a book about that man. On one page I'd praise him, on the next I'd want to smash his skull in. He could be a real self-righteous prick when he wanted to, that's for sure. But everyone knew he was the real law around here. Truman was a tool. I respected Joseph, and he respected me, but he hated how Brian looked up to me. Joseph always blamed the club for the path Brian chose in life, even though it was just due to him being a shitty father.
N'importe quoi, mon grand-père était pas un mauvais parent.
Like hell he was. He gave my dad a million chances, did everything to set him straight.
Is that what you think? You could barely walk back then. You shouldn't presume to know shit.
Well, my mom told me.
And you consider her to be reliable. I know she's your mom, but let's consider the facts. She's a paranoid delusional. Joseph wasn't a saint. He saw everything in black and white. He was only kind to whomever he considered to be good by his narrow moral standards. The ones who wouldn't fit in that small mold didn't get any chances. None whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about Lily Myers?
Nothing that anyone else around here couldn't tell you.
Okay, Jimmy.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
No.
Okay, pas sûr de Lily.
Tell me, how long have you been the president of this club?
15 years now, give or take. VP for 10 before that.
Good. Then you can tell me why you stole Lily Myers' paintings from Charles Wade in '86.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I'd recommend you be careful with wild accusations like that.
Merci beaucoup, Darth Colette, pour ton follow et bienvenue chez les Kinous. Le Père Noël, quand il bosse pas, il est moins cool, c'est vrai. Hein. Ça prend pas avec moi, je sais que c'était vous. Qu'est-ce que je peux faire un club? Allez.
Oh, cut the bull crap. I know it was you. I did some digging and found evidence pointing to the club.
Is that so? Better be a good girl and present it to the sheriff, then.
I couldn't care less about ratting you out, Bo. I just need to know what you did with the art.
I have no intention of discussing your delusions as if they were facts, girl. Don't make me tell you again.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
Do I look like a pious man to you? I've peed on churches.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Black Hats MC was founded in the 60s by my old man, my uncle, and 2 other local bikers. Conwell Springs is the mother chapter, and we have support clubs in 6 other locations across 3 states. There's a total of 16 members here, 12 patch, 4 prospects. I'm the acting president of this chapter as well as of the whole club. Have been for more than 15 years.
The law give you any trouble?
Pas beaucoup de monde, hein?
It used to be tough when your granddad was around. He and Truman ran a tight ship.
And now?
Now they try, but Boyks and the boy are a nuisance at best.
Okay.
This may be a weird question, but have you ever met a bald man dressed in red?
I've made a few bald men red. That count?
Okay.
Do you know anything about this flower, Bo?
Do I look like a florist to you?
Yeah, a little bit.
You crack me up, girl.
You crack me up, girl.
I don't need to show him that. Do you know what this is?
Whoa.
What? Do you recognize that?
Hmm?
I saw one of those with my own eyes a few years ago.
Really? Where?
Middle of the woods, the road to the city. Those things came from nowhere and gave me this crazy headache right on the plate in my head.
Ah.
At the time, I thought it was just a nasty case of migraine.
You have a plate in your head?
Yeah, titanium from a shrapnel wound I got in Nam.
I see. Titanium isn't the least bit magnetic, is it?
How the hell should I know? I'm no scientist.
Do you remember where exactly on the road it happened?
No. Like I said, I dismissed it as a migraine. Didn't pay too much attention as to where I was.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Hey, Bo, any idea of what this key opens?
You ask weird questions, you know that?
Okay.
I already showed that to him. I don't care to join me for a smoke, Bo?
Sorry, darling, I'm trying to quit.
Ok, alors on va réessayer.
No use, he's not gonna budge on this one. I
Okay.
need to figure out some way to make him more cooperative. Alright, I'm gonna hit the road.
Right on. I have some business to take care of, but make yourself at home.
Thanks, Bo. See you around.
Ok. Bon, j'ai l'impression qu'il y a pas mal de trucs à...
Hey, Brian's girl.
Yeah?
I overheard you. I'm Emmett.
Hey.
The boss man isn't usually that grumpy. He's got a lot on his mind. But I think I may know of a way to loosen him up.
I'm all ears, buddy.
Attention pour El Kid du Futur.
Well, Bo and Brian are the double Bs, as we used to call them. They used to have this drink together. Brian came up with it. He called it a Bloodier Mary.
Bloodier.
Sounds like my kind of drink.
Yeah, it's basically a Bloody Mary, but with pig blood instead of tomato juice.
I take that back. Gross.
I'm kidding. It's just a Bloody Mary, but with a special ingredient added to it.
If you say that special ingredient is blood, I will literally punch you.
No, Brian refused to tell anyone what it was. He only made it for special occasions. It's probably something uncommon, like a rare herb or some kind of expensive spice.
So let me guess. If I can produce this drink for Bo, you think he would help me out?
It'll make him remember Brian, which should go a long way. He hasn't had that drink since your old man disappeared. Brian was like a son to him. The boss would have died for him back in the day. If you could recall the good times with your father, he might change his mind.
I guess it could be worth a try. But wait, why are you helping me?
You're Brian's kid. That means you're family. We take care of family.
Well, how was that drink compared with a regular Bloody Mary?
Tasted a bit more like pepper and had a punch to it. It usually gave some pretty nasty hangovers. Oh, if you had a lot of them, you'd hallucinate some crazy shit. Pretty wild.
Trippy. Thanks.
You're welcome, darling.
Ok. Emmett, motard, jukebox, bannière, on aura des trucs à regarder. Pas mal. Ok. Allez, on va s'arrêter ici malheureusement, mais... tac, tac, yes. Et on va en faire une autre. Ok. Bon bah cool. Pour El Kid du Futur, puisqu'on va pas pouvoir jouer la semaine prochaine, il va falloir faire un Bloody Mary avec la fleur probablement. Et puis check un petit peu tout dans le bar. Bref. Franchement, toujours aussi bien. J'ai hâte de continuer. Ce sera samedi dans 2 semaines du coup. Si vous avez regardé cette vidéo sur Twitch ou sur YouTube, vous êtes dédié avec l'épisode numéro 2 de Cathy Rain en version Director's Cut. Merci beaucoup et à la prochaine.